Morning all. How are you? I got some slightly more Halloween themed music added to my regular mix. So yeah, a little spooky because we got like what? Like a week till Halloween? Of course, I know like Halloween is not an everywhere thing as big as it is here, but we got less than a week. Halloween is Thursday. Anyway, all right. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Let's see. Zippy, Kara, Carol, Nora, Natalie. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So I was chatting with Steve because I was like, I really want to finish this page today. So we're gonna see how the morning goes and how quickly we move. But theoretically, I'm kind of thinking we should stay live till we finish this. I don't know. What do you? I got my coffee this morning, and Steve made breakfast. We had some eggs and hash browns and ham, and it was great. So I say we dive straight in. So for today, we're going to be working on this little fish guy. I think last stream we decided to name him Gilbert with 2 L's because, you know, he's a fish. Okay, I put these pumpkins like on my desk to be festive, but I don't have the desk space. Hang on, we're going to turn this down just a skosh. Tiny bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so what I think we'll do, oh, evening, yeah, I guess it would be evening over there. Have you guys hit daylight savings? I know that ours overlap, like there's a week in between. So for like that 1 week, you're not 6 hours ahead, you're like 5 or 7, I can't remember which way it goes. Anyway, all right, so we are going to be doing, there you go, Nora. We're going to be doing this fish. We're going to be doing a lot of blues, but we're going to kind of I'm going to start at the top and we're going to work our way down because since it's the inside of the vase. Good morning, Alex. Of course, it's funny. I still had the paintbrushes sitting on my desk and I completely meant to message you last night. And then we were like exhausted when we got home from the thing. And I was like, I'll message her in the morning. And then I got busy with getting ready and everything. And I finally sat down. I'm like, well, I got 5 minutes to stream. I should probably respond. All right. Well, so yeah, let's start with the back of the vase. And in my head, I imagine that it is a darker version of this red. Will I bring in black? I think a little bit. Speaking of which, remember how I showed you that the lead was sliding out of the black? I didn't have any super glue on me, so I kind of jerry-rigged some hot glue at the end to keep the lead in place. You absolutely should, Nora. Yeah, it was, hi Sarah. It was fun for the kids. I mean, it was a full-on like fall festival for the kids, and then little Emily had her own thing going on, but yeah, they had a good time, and that's what's important. Hi Celeste, hi Elise, good morning, good morning. Sharon, good morning. Okay, so we're gonna start with our reds, and if you hear the dogs in the neighbor's backyard, I apologize. They're very loud this morning. Let's see, so we're gonna have black. I wanna get black raspberry, which we have a lot of these reds out still from yesterday. Black raspberry is $10.95. Let's see, that's mulberry. Let's see, dark brown. Isn't it? Nope, that's another dark brown. Oh, I think this is it. Yep, $10.95. Okay. Oh, I love it. And then we'll go with Tuscan red. Yes. Okay, and I think that's all the colors we'll use for this one because I want to bring some of this red into the water a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. So we're going to start with our Tuscan red, and we're going to do it right up at the top here. Sorry, I'm just trying to shift things on the desk here. Okay, I think that's good. Yes, okay, that's good. All right, so Tuscan red, we're going to do real easy. We're just going to fill in the space up here. But I saw that there were some of you that were following along. Love it so much. Can't wait to see your finished pages. So yeah, Tuscan red. It was funny though, because when we were at the thing last night, Little Steve's Duolingo costume, like it's a foam and we're in Texas and it was way hotter yesterday than we intended. So we spent a lot of time kind of taking it off. Like there were times we wanted to wear it and then obviously because it was too warm, we took it off. But I was carrying it in this space that we were in and oh my gosh, Duolingo almost ate it because I was carrying it in front of me, and this little kid with a half melted red snow cone bumped into me. And I was just like, it was this far from getting a large splash of red dye all over it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, thankfully it survived. But I was like, no. Which Johanna book? Yes, what Alex said. Yeah, Magical Worlds. It's her brand new one. It came out on the 22nd in the US and on the 24th in the UK. So you'll probably still be able to find some copies on some shelves. Okay, so I want to bring some of this red down into the water just a little bit. I was thinking about how I wanted to do this yesterday. Now we're still going to be adding a lot of blue on this, so we're not going to be worried about blending this red in at all, but we're just going to do a little bit. And we've got, it's interesting, in this one, she's got like the plants kind of peeking up. So I know it's only a little bit, but I think we should have some of the plants be slightly bluer because it's underwater. Because obviously it's a magic world. I can't tell if there's just like a clear force field holding the water in or if there's glass. That could be a fun one. If somebody decides to color it like glass, that could be cool. So we're just adding a little bit. There's going to be a slight red undertone for the water. Not much. Like I said, it's just the Tuscan red. I'm just doing a little bitty bit. Missing two. Yeah, I usually have at least like 2 copies of them, but that's because I literally like use it for the channel and I love her books, so I can't help it. But yeah, I think we'll just go until we're done with this page today. All right, so now we're gonna get a little bit of black, like so. Not a ton, because we're still gonna bring in that black raspberry. Let's see, we got about 37 in here. So I wanted to mention, I got an email yesterday from the kids' school, and they decided to tell us that there's an awards thing next week. Had no clue, was not on the calendar whatsoever. And they're like, yeah, so it's Tuesday at 10 a.m. And I'm like, oh, now granted, you guys know that, you know, I'm gonna go because it's for, you know, it's for my kids. But here's what I think I'm gonna do on Tuesday. I think what I'm going to do, because the thing starts at 10, and I should be back by 11:30 at the latest. Getting up barely, no worries. Oh, an art festival sounds fun. So what I'm thinking is that I'll just stream a little bit later on the Tuesday, because I don't want to do it in the evening, because 1, there's already some streams happening in the evening, and 2, I have some plans with friends Tuesday evening. Also, so I'm thinking that we'll stream probably around 11:30 and then go till 1. So we'll still get like an hour and a half in. It's just going to be a little bit later in the day. So I'll make the notice on that particularly scheduled stream and change the time. But I would say just make sure that your notifications are on, and make sure, you know, the alerts for it are on, and then you'll get the notification when I go live. Good morning, Renee. Hi, me. Welcome. So I think that will be the plan for Tuesday. All right, black raspberry. So yeah, just make sure your notifications are turned on. And like I said, I think we'll probably end up going live around 11:30, stream till 1, and call it a day. Or even 1:30, depending on how we go. But that could be one of the days where we do like one of the small victory ones. Because like I said, ideally, we'll be done with this page today. Like this is all I have scheduled for today is the stream. Short of normal stuff I'm always trying to get done. But I figured we could take the time today and preferably get this done. Right, well, it's funny because it's for little Emily and she had no idea. And I said, oh, I got an email about, you know, an awards thing, that you're getting an award. She's like, oh, really? I'm like, oh, okay. I have no idea what it is, but obviously most of you know that, you know, I'm very much, you know, kids come, family come first kind of thing. So I am going to go do that on Tuesday, but then we'll just go live for a little bit after I get back from that, because I still won't be picking them up until later in the day. I'm using the blender, by the way. So that's just more of a FYI for you guys. That is the plan for Tuesday. And I'll make, like I said, I'll make like, put it in the community tab or make some sort of announcement or something like that. But I was like, well, we're going to need to switcheroo Tuesday around just a little bit. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and get the black. This hot glue on the end is working, so that's good. But yeah, the kids had a great time last night. Lots of people liked little Steve's costume. It was kind of flattering. They thought that it was a store-bought costume. I'm like, oh, thanks. Just the downside is it's just so dang warm here, and he was just overheating in the thing, even though like I specifically tried to cut the foam smaller. But yeah, he was a little toasty. Next time all kinds of crafts. But oh, fun. There you go, Alex. All right, so now we're going to use the black raspberry. Press a little bit harder. And we'll add more shadow to the water once we're all done. In fact, we may actually, I feel like I want this, I think we'll add a little bit more black after we do this. Because it's inside the vase, so I want it to be pretty dark. So yeah, we'll do a little bit more black. There we go. But yeah, I added a few Halloween songs in our playlist because it's almost Halloween. But it's nice because the kids' costumes are done, so I don't have to think about it. Thanks, Alex. Good morning, Marcy. Since 3:15, 2 pots of coffee. Oh my gosh, how come you've been up so early? My alarm went off at like 7, but then I laid in bed for a little bit because I was like, I'm tired. But that was me sleeping in, because usually we get up at like 6 or so, and man, we were tired last night. Like the kids fell asleep so fast. Oh my gosh. So they had, you guys know what a cakewalk is? Oh, so windy and loud. Oh, are you having storms over there? Oh, dang. Well, we're not like, is it just normal rain and wind, or was there some sort of like massive storm rolling through? What was I saying? Oh, right. Okay. So you guys know what if you don't know what a cakewalk is, it's kind of like, sort of like musical chairs. Essentially what it is there's numbers placed in a circle on the floor, and they turn on music, and the kids walk around the circle. No massive storm. Okay, well, that's good. They walk around the circle, and as soon as the music stops, they step on a number. Or they stop, do it a lot. Yeah. Hi, Cece. They stop on a number, and the idea is, you know, whoever stops on the number wins a cupcake. Well, what I didn't know is, especially early on in the evening, is that not only were there cupcakes for prizes, but there were whole cakes. And unsurprisingly, little Steve won a whole cake. I mean, it wasn't ginormous, but still it was like a bundt cake. I'm like, who wins a bundt cake at a cakewalk? I mean, I know it's a cakewalk, but it's usually cupcakes. And I was just like, oh, guess we're carrying around a cake for the whole evening. But Steve did end up running it home. But we're like, you won a whole cake? Needless to say, little Steve was over the moon and was hoping he got to eat some of the cake around 9 p.m. last night. And I'm like, look, you can have a piece of your candy, and then you brush your teeth, and then you're going to go to bed, and we'll talk about the cake tomorrow. Good morning, Megan. And I was like, that's a whole flipping cake, man. All right, so that is officially it on the reds. We may darken it up a little bit as we go on, but now, and I debated about sticking to the same color palette and doing like a light green for the water, but I think I want to do blue. One, because Prismacolor has amazing blues, and two, I think it's just really gonna pop. So I want to choose some of our, because this is not quite a muted color palette, but it's definitely not like super loud. Thanks, Renee. So we are going to start with, oh, I'm going to take my rings off. My hands are swelling this morning. We are going to start with, let's see, cerulean blue is really nice. I like that. Cerulean blue, true blue, or maybe cerulean blue, non-photo blue. Maybe electric blue. Electric blue is like my one Prismacolor that's kind of like scratchy, and I'm not quite sure how to blend, but we'll try it. So we'll do cerulean blue, non-photo blue, electric blue, and sky blue light. We could do a little bit of peacock blue. We'll grab that too. Yeah, I think so too. Thanks, Marcy. Okay, so let's get our blues out. We don't have a ton that are out yet. Okay, so cerulean blue is number 103. Then we'll get non-photo blue, which is number 919. Then we're gonna get, like I said, I'm on the fence about electric blue. It does not have a good history. We'll see though. And then sky blue light. I love sky blue light. And then we'll grab a little bit of peacock blue as well, which is 1027. And then we'll add whatever contrasting colors as we go in, but this is going to be the main water color. The boys will be staying home. That's fair. Thanks, Cece. Yeah, it's kind of, it's not like a bright red, but it's definitely like, again, I want to say muted, but that's not even, I mean, it is a little bit, but not really. Just the two of us. Oh, that's nice, Alex. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the cerulean blue. And I think the sides are going to be the darkest portion of it. We are going to go around all of the plants and we will adjust the colors of the plants to make it work. So for now, we're going to work on kind of the background of the inside of the water. So she also has these little lines, which are kind of like little waves or ripples. So we're going to kind of work around that. Logistically, I mean, the lines, I suppose, could be the currents, but it's a pot, so that doesn't have too many currents. But again, it's magical world, so we don't have to try and think logically for this. Now, we do have some of this undertone of red, and we might add a little bit more after we... Oh, I like that. Yeah, antique burgundy red, then apple red. Yes, I like that. Antique burgundy red. Yeah. I think that's a great way to describe it. So let's see. A lot of times too with water, like I think about like doing sun shafts in the water or special light reflections, but it's literally in a vase. So if anything, it would be darker on top and lighter on the bottom, just because it's got the shadow of all the plants. And I mean, there's a number of different ways that you could color it. So you could even add the reflection of the plants to the water, or you could, like I said, you could do glass on the front. So really it's whatever you're feeling like you want to do in the moment. So let's see. Let's go ahead and make sure that we in fact, we will. We're going to do it a little bit of the darker color on top and then bring it down to the lighter color. Ah, yes. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, it's not like a loud red at all. All right, so we're going to take the cerulean blue across the top. And again, just like with the other ones, we're starting out kind of light, and then we'll use our blender and the other colors. But this is kind of just like color blocking, where we're putting in where all the colors are going to be, and then we can work on the layering later. I mean, you can see how much blue it's depositing already, but the saturation of it is going to go even higher once we start adding more layers and we burnish it and blend it and all the things. So we're just kind of adding in our colors, going nice and light. And because there's a line here, I'm going to go ahead and bring that blue straight across. Not a ton, because we won't be layering the blue on top of all of these other plants, but because the line is defined there, and in fact, to keep it consistent, we're going to do the same thing to these plants, just where the top of the ocean line is. Okay, let's see. So let's follow some of these lines just a bit, nothing super heavy. Although I'd really love to know where you know what? Maybe there isn't actually like a fish and water in here. Maybe the vase is the window to somewhere, you know, like a river or something, or an ocean where there is actual currents, like fish TV. Right, Renee? No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I mean, it's a magical world, so it could really be anything. Della, good morning. Sounds good. Enjoy your lurk. I know it's weird. I don't usually stream on Saturdays, but if I remember correctly, I've been trying to I'm terrible with remembering what everybody's schedules are, but I feel like these days, Saturdays, as far as like the coloring community is concerned, I feel like Saturdays are actually kind of a quiet day. We have quite a few on Sundays because we usually have Barbara and Suzanne and Corey all kind of streaming at almost the same time. So Sundays are usually packed, but I actually checked with Suzanne and Barbara, and Suzanne, I believe, is on her cruise, and Barbara is doing her coloring workshop. I think Corey is still going to stream on Sunday, but I don't think she starts until like 11 something, unless I'm wrong, which I might be. Let's see. Should I do? Yeah, we're just going to do this part blue too. There's not really a rock or anything behind it, but we'll just imagine that this is kind of floating. So I feel like we need to have like the Avatar Way of Water songs playing. Yeah, morning for you. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's 9:51 here, which means it's almost 8 o'clock there, right? 7:51. All right, so that's enough of the cerulean blue for now. We're gonna go ahead and grab the non-photo blue. We'll go back in with the peacock blue a little bit later, but we're going to use non-photo blue for now. And we're going to continue it in a little bit. And again, I know we're covering up the red, but we're going to be going back over it once we get our layers in and blend it through. It still shows a little bit, so we'll have to see how much it shows through the blue once we use the blender on top, and then go from there. But I think of all like the really light blue colors and Prismacolors, I think that the sky blue light is honestly my favorite. It's kind of like a slightly warmer light blue than something like the powder blue or the cloud blue. And I think that's why I like it. It's a little bit more robust, for lack of a better term. Question, what is best, and is there any difference between Derwent Inktense and Caran d'Ache Neo Colors? So, as far as what I know about those two, I'll be perfectly honest. I do not have Neo Colors, and I haven't used them, and I actually haven't looked into them that much. What I do know about Inktense is that they are just that. They are ink and not watercolor. If Shannon swings by later, if anybody else has Neo Colors, you might be able to explain it a little bit better, but I just haven't used Neo Colors. But if they're anything like Inktense, like I said, the main thing about Inktense is that it doesn't reactivate. Once it's on the paper, it's there. So if you're using it as like a base coat, then I think it's fine. But whenever I use Inktense, I try to be a bit more methodical in my placement because I know it's going to be a lot harder to fix it. Oh, yes, you were saying, I got you. Okay, I got you. Yes, you do. Well, I know that you're doing those classes now. Like I said, I've been lurking a lot of the streams, but I'm thinking I might have like missed it. Did you say like, are you taking a break while you do these classes, or are you like just kind of taking a break altogether from streaming, or is it just the morning streams? How is your streaming schedule working with your new work stuff? I feel like that's probably something that was already answered, but I can barely remember if I put on deodorant for the day. It's not until I leave the house and I go, huh, I completely spaced that. I need to start keeping extra in my bag or something. But yeah, I know that I'm pretty sure Shannon has Neo Colors. I probably should try them at some point, because I've had a lot of people mention them, but those are one of the few supplies I haven't tried. I should do some more research on them. As far as like wet mediums are concerned though, I think my favorite go-tos, obviously gouache, #1 now, but watercolors themselves. Hi Topeka, good morning. Hey, I'm Monday through Friday with homework in the afternoon and the weekends. Oof. Yeah, that keeps your schedule pretty full, doesn't it? But I'm so excited for you, like new classes, potential new opportunities. It's always fun mixing it up. Okay, so again, I'm not pressing all that hard yet. This is going to get a lot darker, but we're still using that non-photo blue. Let's see. We'll bring some of this lighter blue down at the bottom. Just a bit. The middle obviously will be the lightest part of it. All right, now let's try the electric blue. Hi Heather, how are you? Okay, so now we're gonna do the electric blue. I don't use it very often. I mean, obviously I use it at some point because it's shrunk a little bit, but out of all the colors, it is just consistently scratchy. But it's kind of the transition blue that we need at the moment. So I think once we get our layers on, it'll work a little bit better. Like I said, it's going to get at least twice as dark as this. I haven't decided what color we're going to do the fish yet. I don't want to do it orange. The plants around him are going to be different kinds of greens. I think I'll need to do everything else around him first before I decide on his colors, because I need to get like a visual of it and how the colors are balanced out. I'm not going to do like a really dark like black fish or anything, you know, like those, what are they? Not Scottish moor. I think they're just called blackmores, aren't they? Like those goldfish with the really big eyes. Let's see. Hi, Joyce. The Neo2s are a creamy crayon that are activated with water and reactivate. The ink tints is a harder pencil when activated will set as ink and not reactivate. Ah, okay. So there you go. Hi, Wilcox. Good morning. Yeah, Winsor & Newton. Honestly, I love their watercolors. I love their gouache. Like, they're fabulous. I believe the Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolors are the student grade ones, but they're still really, really good. For little Emily for Christmas last year, we upgraded her from like the Crayola palette watercolors to her own Winsor & Newton little travel set of watercolors, and she loves it. Okay, so I think that's as much as I want to do for that for now. Now we're going to fill in the rest of this with the all I'm seeing is the French one on it, but it is the sky blue light. So we're just going to slowly fill it in. Some of the Halloween music is coming through a little bit. I didn't want to do just a full Halloween album, but you know, I sprinkle a little bit of Halloween music in there. Okay. All right, that was pretty easy there. All right, so now we're gonna go in another layer of those same blues, a little bit darker. Let's bring in some of the peacock blue. It's just got a little bit of a hint of green to it. So we're gonna start pressing a little bit harder. It's such a rich color. I love it so much. Okay. Bring some of it out. Kind of redo some of these lines that we did with the cobalt. Okay, we're going to kind of go back and forth with these two darker colors. So the 103, the cerulean blue, is definitely a slightly cooler blue than the peacock blue. The peacock blue has just like a little bit of green in it, which kind of works for water. Go. Yeah, I like that. In fact, we can probably go just a little bit darker on that. Just a bit. Okay, let's bring it over here. We're gonna kind of do it in the same spots as we did on the other side. And again, once we use our blender, all of this tooth will kind of disappear. And the tooth is like the white part that you see underneath the pencil. It's basically the texture of the paper. Hi, Mona. Aw, thanks, Cece. Really? The holiday you would delete from the calendar. See, I love Halloween. Gosh. I could see how it could be a flexible holiday though, because I mean, like, you take New Year's, like New Year's celebrates the turn of a new year. Like, that's just kind of there. Christmas, no one's going to want to get rid of Christmas. I mean, do we count like National Pizza Day, like the holidays that aren't really holidays? Or are we talking like, I mean, Halloween isn't even really like a federal holiday because like people don't get the day off from it. Of course, what defines a federal holiday? Good morning, Trey. Gosh, what would I do? I mean, okay, let's talk January. January, we have New Year's. February is Valentine's Day. March is Mother's Day. Yeah, April is Easter. May is Mother's Day. March. What's the holiday in March? Oh, you know why I'm thinking Mother's Day? It's because March is the UK Mother's Day. My mama Mona. There you go. Insert Brian's voice here. Oh, St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, Trey. Okay, so March has St. Patrick's Day. June has Father's Day. No holidays in August. September is Labor Day. Yeah, it's Labor Day, right? Good morning, Palma. Unless I'm forgetting one in September. And then, of course, October, Halloween, November, Thanksgiving, and December, Christmas. And then, of course, you know, you have Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all those other ones. But I think it's hard because I'm thinking specifically for the U.S. Because like I said, like Mother's Day is March in the U.K. I think if I were to choose one, I'd probably get rid of... Oh, Juneteenth. That's right. That's right. Spring, sometimes Easter, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I think... And there have been times when my birthday was almost on Easter. Almost. For me, I think probably St. Patrick's Day. I think part of me gets really excited for Halloween because that signifies like truly the beginning of fall. Now, granted, I got more excited about it when I lived in Oregon because the weather truly was like fall. But I think I would probably vote to get rid of St. Patrick's Day. Faber-Castell watercolors, no matter the amount of water I use, I can't move the paint at one point. I don't know if it makes sense. Oh, interesting. It's Easter every few years, right? It's just like, it's right there. I don't know that it's ever been exactly on Easter, but it's gotten really close. Okay, so let's see. Non-photo blue, 919. Okay, I can lay over the top. Now, once we have this final layer, we're going to very carefully... And in fact, yeah, we're going to very carefully use the blender on it because if I use the blender on any of these plants that aren't colored yet, the pigment is going to have a hard time sticking to the paper and you end up with like this weird bald spot. So we're going to sharpen our blender to a very nice point and get in between all of these leaves and blend it that way. And you'll see it should darken up pretty significantly. The vernal equinox. MLK, oh yeah, Martin Luther King. In fact, well, we're not getting rid of that one. Falls on Thanksgiving every 7 years. I had a friend whose birthday fell on Christmas, and I was just like, I feel so bad because it's like you don't get just like one big birthday. You get Christmas, and your birthday presents are wrapped in Christmas paper. Like she hated it. I'm like, oh. So I was like, note to self: never have my kids so that I have them on Christmas. Okay, let's see. So we're going to use non-photo blue. A little bit there. Let's see, let's bring some under his fin. Okay. All right, like I said, and then we're going to grab our blender, kind of get things a little bit more vibrant. I've always said that like the blender is a misnomer because I use it to burnish, not necessarily to blend. We've got this one, but I'm wondering if I should get a slightly, yeah, let's do a taller one. I got this whole, I can't bear to get rid of my stubs. I've tried gluing these ones, but they're just not porous enough to stick. Yeah, absolutely. November 20th. Oh, for Thanksgiving. I gotcha. On Christmas Day, Mom told me to split whatever they're spending on me and wrap one gift in birthday paper and only give me a birthday, not Christmas present. Oh, interesting. Hubby's birthday will be on Thanksgiving next year. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and very carefully use the blender. Try not to go on any areas that I haven't colored already, but you can see already just how much that's going to darken it up. So I'm going to go ahead, keep pressing through. I just want to be real careful to keep it only on the blue. I mean, it's not like we can't salvage it. It just makes it a little bit more difficult to blend it all the way. The day before Veterans Day? Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of the families is around the same time too, so it's always nice because my birthday being in the spring, it's its own thing. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to smooth that out a bit because it's not to where I want it to be, but we'll actually end up using the sky blue light to kind of smooth everything out. And you can see we still got a little bit of that red coming through. Gotta be careful. I get like anxious to go quicker and get it all done, but I gotta follow my own instructions. There we go. Okay, so we've done that little part. I want to go ahead and add. Let's do the. What's my favorite blender to use? Oh, hands down, the Caran d'Ache Luminance. It's. I will never go to something else. Like, I've tried loads of blenders, and I do use some different ones on occasion. I did a whole video based on different blenders. Where did it go? I have a whole drawer of blenders, assorted blenders. Here we go. So like markers, pens, other blender pencils. I've done a whole video on it. And some of the marker ones, I was actually really surprised at the Finesse blender. It did a really good job. It's just that the nib doesn't last nearly as long. But yeah, love them. Hi, Lucy. Hang on, I'm gonna turn the fan up real quick, guys. It is warm in here. 1 second. It's probably also because I'm drinking my coffee. Hold up, 1 second. Just a little bit toasty. Okie doke. Let's see. Oh, Reese's cups. Love it. I love Reese's. Halloween treat is Smarties. Like, I think probably Reese's. I mean, I know that they're gluten-free, so that's why I eat them now. But also, like, they're always just so delicious. However, I don't like eating room temperature Reese's. I like to freeze them. I feel like they just taste better once they're frozen. Okay, so we're just using that peacock blue. Such a pretty color. Super vibrant. And like I said, I think we're gonna try and stay live until we finish this today. I think. Right? Yes, frozen. It makes all the difference in the world. Oh, on Black Friday. Yeah, see, maybe I should try those. I should put them on my wish list for this year for Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna do non-photo blue. There we go. I don't know, I have just like completely fallen in love with gouache. So it's like anytime there's a water medium, I'm like, yes. Because in fact, after we're done with this page, when we go to do something else, because like I said, we're streaming every day. And if you guys missed the announcement earlier, I'm still streaming on Tuesday. I'm probably just going to start a little bit later because I got an email yesterday that my kid has an awards event at school because, you know, they thought to tell me only a few days in advance. Anyway, so I'm still going to stream on Tuesday. I'm just going to start a little bit later. So just if you want to, I'm thinking 11:30 my time, so Central Time. But I would say just make sure that you have your notifications on for the channel, and then you'll find out when I'm going to go live. It's your birthday, Christine. Christine, you know what you get? You get the birthday song. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Cha-cha-cha. It's jazz hands. Happy birthday. Good morning, Kelly. Let's see. I'm hoping I didn't miss saying good morning to anyone. If I did, I apologize. Promise it wasn't on purpose. See, it's a little bit darker. See if I turn it down. Yeah, that's a bit more accurate. Yeah, jazz hands. Everybody needs jazz hands on their birthday. It's all right, Trey. Okay, I think before I blend the rest of this, I want to go ahead and get some of these plants done. So this one, they're so thin. I want to go with something dark. So we're definitely going to be doing, no, let's do dark green. We'll do dark green and a little bit of sap green light. Let's see. So dark green and sap green light. Here, I'll zoom out for a little bit while I'm looking for this. All right, that is apple green. Sap green light is number 120. That's 920. Here it is. Hi, Carol. Oh, Rolos. Rolos are good. Rollers are good. The kids were going through some of their candy last night. And obviously, like, sometimes you get candy that you don't like. If you guys missed it, my kids did fall festival stuff yesterday. Anyway, one of the things they got were Whoppers. And hey, sugar, Snickers. Oh, Snickers are good. They had Whoppers. And, like, nobody likes Whoppers. I'm like, I like Whoppers. And then I remembered, oh, I can't eat Whoppers. Like, one of the main ingredients, wheat. I'm like, dang it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do dark green. And we're going to start at the top. Now, later, if we decide we want these a little bit more affected by the water, we can always add, like, blend it over with the, why can't I remember the name? The sky blue light. Let's see. There's so many streams with this class. Our instructor tends to just watch on mute and Excel instructions don't match well. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so now we're gonna do the dark green. Well, hey, you almost got your quilt square completely full. If you guys are new to the streams, we do a project on the streams that whenever you chat, as long as you're chatting like every 10 minutes or so, you actually earn points. And then the points can go towards getting a quilt square on our quilt square wall here. So it's the community quilt, and at some point when we get enough squares, I said I was going to do it till the end of the year, but I think I want to keep it going. But you can get your name either with vinyl or embroidered, and then you get charms on it, and then it'll all be stitched together on a quilt when we're all done. I think it'll be pretty cool. Think I need 2 more? Yeah, you're up to, yeah, you're right. You're up to 6. So 8, and then you can get another square. If you have been chatting or anything, if you type in exclamation point points in chat, that will tell you how many points you have. If you want to figure out more, like it doesn't cost anything. It's all just, you know, whenever you chat, you get points just for fun. But if you want to read more about it, you can type in exclamation point quilt, and I've got a whole fact page about the whole project. And then if you want to redeem any of your points, you type in exclamation point loyalty, and you redeem them through Streamlabs. Coffee crisp chocolate are my favorite. Wait, coffee crisp chocolate, that sounds amazing. Big Turk. Wait, what's Big Turk? Oh yeah, that would be pretty funny. Almost 30 points. Awesome, Cece. Yeah, it's just a super fun project. I got the kind of idea from some friends of mine who stream on Twitch, and what they do is, so they are they're gaming streamers, so they're Minecraft streamers. Now, I enjoy Minecraft. I usually play with the kids or play with friends in the very rare off time that I have. But what they do is they have a Hall of Fame, which means it's this building that they've built, and then the people who watch the streams earn points like we do here, and then they can have like an armor stand and a little cubby, and it's got, like, you know, you can customize it and everything, and it's great. And I was like, okay, well, obviously that won't apply here, but how can I make it work for our community? Okay, so we're gonna do these sap green light. And then that's when I came up with the quilt squares, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so fun. So I've already picked out like the square colors, and then I've got various charms that have either been sent or I've, you know, found them at Hobby Lobby or whatever else. And it's just super fun to see what everybody chooses, or if they go for like a theme. Like Kara does a lot of the foods. I think Kim is doing a lot of the tassels. It's super cute. Canadian candy, both the Coffee Crisp and Big Turk, but Coffee Crisp I can find in Oregon. Big Turk, I have to go to Canada. Oh, that's hilarious. I always forget. Like, I always have Oregon in my head for you, Renee, but I forget that you're originally from Canada. Oh, nice. Hocus Pocus is great. All my coloring books into a new app so I can track and keep lists on my phone. Wait. I've got a few dupes, so I need to fix that. You can scan the eyes, but what app is that? Is it like an app just made for keeping track of books, or is it specifically coloring books? It's called Bookshelf. I'm going to write that down because I love a good organizational sheet, because that'd be awesome. All right, Bookshelf app. Yes, for all books. Oh, cool. You know, it's funny. I love the idea of physical books. And I have a shelf, like actually this one over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. This top shelf, for me, I'm pointing over here. But for you guys, it's like there. This top shelf, I have regular books, and I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that's like a big kid. And I say I get them for the kids, but honestly, they're also for me. But I have a lot of Brandon Sanderson books, so like The Secret History. This one Steve got for me for my birthday, and I haven't finished reading yet because I do Audible mostly because I don't have time to sit down and read. But I've got one of my bookmarks in here, and so eventually I'll get back to it. But by the time I get back to it, I'm gonna have to reread it. But also Minecraft. I swear they're for the kids. Totally not me. Oh, I like this book though. This is a natural history book. It's got loads of good reference pictures. But Minecraft. This is why I don't have the titles facing out to where everyone can see it, because I'm a big old nerd, but proud of it. Oh no, he barely heard me. Okay, well maybe that's good. Maybe you didn't see how many Minecraft books I got. We're gonna say after seeing 2 other color tubes, you just modify it for what you want. Oh, I love that. Coloring, add my PDF. Marilyn, did I say hi to you? Oh my gosh, I don't think I did. You have bookshelf and buddy color for the coloring books. Wait, wait. There's an actual like buddy color app? Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up too. Is it like, was that a typo, or is it actually just buddy color? Okay. I'm gonna need to look those up later. Make a tag for coloring books. Oh, that's cool. All of mine are gonna be Johanna books. Okay, so like a quarter of my coloring books are Johanna books, which is funny because it's accurate because I have multiple copies of Johanna books. But yeah, so I love the idea of having physical books. I like looking at them, but I mostly do Audible just because it's a lot easier, especially when like I'm home and the kids are at school or whatever else. It's a lot easier for me to just listen to the books. Sounds good, Trey. Have a great day. All right, so we're going to use the blender on this. We're going to darken it up just a smidge. It won't darken up that much because I already pressed kind of hard. Now, once we get all of the seaweed down, and if we wanted to pop just a little bit more, I can add a little bit of black to it, but I think we'll wait until we get the rest of the seaweed colors. And if you guys missed it earlier, I'm thinking today, because it's Saturday, and thankfully, amazingly, I don't have anything planned except for kind of taking a day off today. So I was thinking, because I don't think anybody else is live today, right? I was thinking we could just go until the page is done. Where did I put my black pencil? Oh, there it is. So that's how I narrowed my choice to the bookshelf app. Oh, that's it. Meg's Coloring Corner recently released a video comparing the 2 apps, I believe. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out because I think that would be great for the coloring books. Also, I was looking at that Walmart exclusive for Mythographic, the hardcover one. Now we didn't have, I didn't have it. It was out of stock at both Walmarts that we have here. I would have had to drive like 45 minutes to go get it or have it shipped. But I was looking closer at it, and is it a coloring book or is it a display of finished coloring pages? I was looking at it and I wasn't entirely sure. Let's see. Oh, Renee, you are streaming today? At noon. Okay. Well, we'll try and, I mean, we can be efficient. We can get this done. Ah, okay, perfect, perfect. Well, fingers crossed. We're gonna keep moving. We don't have too much to do, but I do want to finish it today. So if we are still going when Renee goes live, I'll let you guys know, and you can head over there. Sorry, Renee, I totally spaced that. If I'd known, I would have checked with you beforehand. But when Renee goes live, if we're still live, I'll pop up the link. Because if you can do, if you do exclamation point Renee, that'll give you the link for Renee's channel. You can check that out. Okay, so we're going to do a slightly, I think, warmer green because it's like seaweedy kind of stuff. So let's do olive green. Let's do olive green and apple green. Kind of have it popped out a little bit. But yeah, because I want to do something new tomorrow. So what we'll do at the end of stream today, because let's see, that's Prussian green. For our next one, I want to do gouache. So we will flip through, where is my olive green? We will flip through and do, kind of pick out what we want to do for tomorrow. Let's see. All right, we've got peacock green. And then we've got 909. I think that's grass green, chartreuse. Honestly, I was thinking the other day, because I'm just terrible with remembering. There it is, olive green. I really just need to make myself a chart schedule with everybody's usual days. Artist Vault is a coloring book. Okay. I was misreading the label. I think I was just tired, and I'm like, this isn't making sense. Because it's gorgeous. Like, I don't actually have any mythographic coloring books, but my gosh, I love a good hardcover. Sorry, I was just sharpening it. Okay, so now we're going to do olive green, and I think we'll actually do the darker green at the bottom. We did the darker green at the top on this one, but we are going to do darker on the bottom and lighter on top. Yeah, so they didn't have it in any of my Walmarts, so I'd either need to order it, or because it's exclusive to Walmart, right? Or whenever we like drive somewhere. It's interesting. I think it's because we're within driving distance of Austin that like it just defaults, and it's like, oh, well, they don't have it here. They can just go to Austin. But how do I explain to these shops? I don't like to go on I-35. It's dangerous. I think we'll add a little bit of red to these leaves as well, as just kind of a little bit of a contrasting shadow color. Okay, so we're just using the olive green right now. These are moss balls, so I think we'll do a slightly cooler green on those. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, you're good. You're good. Exclamation point late in chat. Exclamation point late. Ooh, I just got one more sip of coffee. Hang on. And it's gone. All right, bring the water over here. There you go. See, you're never late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. We are big Lord of the Rings fans over here. I have a Lord of the Rings painting that I have started to sketch out, but I just have not had time to work on it. I've done a Hobbit one, but we're doing our entire downstairs in Lord of the Rings theme. I have a sign on our downstairs bathroom that says no admittance except on potty business, because I'm hilarious. Oh, fun, Jeanette. I love it. Hi, Sue. How are you? Yeah. And then, yeah, I've got some other, we got like a map of Middle Earth tapestry that we got on Amazon. It's very noisy and messy. Yeah, that sounds like grandkids. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, I mentioned earlier, we were talking about the fall festival that we took the kids to. So Little Steve's costume is kind of warm. And so he was kind of taking it off, putting it on and everything. I had a kid that had a melted red snow cone in their cup bump into me. We almost had like a giant red spot on Duolingo. I mean, I probably would have like somehow covered it up with felt or something, but oh my gosh, after all that work, like, are you kidding me? Giant red stain. Like, little Steve doesn't even do dye because he can't. But still, how ironic would that have been that it got splashed by that? But I was just like, I was like, whew, dodge that one, man. There were so many kids there. And it was so warm. By the time we got home last night, we were all just like dead on our feet, exhausted. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do apple green. And we're going to fill in the rest of it. Okay, these will also get a little bit darker. Okay, a little bit more. And then we're going to add probably some Tuscan red, I think. And if I missed anyone coming in, I apologize. And to all my lurkers, hello. Here we go. This has been fun, though. I mean, you guys know, usually we only stream about 2 days a week. But this has been quite the marathon for us. Okay, so now we're going to grab Tuscan red. Okay, let's see. I want to sharpen this because I want a super fine point to get on the sides of the seaweed. So the red is going to go where the seaweed overlaps, kind of on the left side of it. So just going to do a little bit. but it's going to help to give it a little bit of depth. And then we'll use our blender as well to kind of smooth it all out. Hi, Liz. Welcome. Right. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Sounds good, Sue. Well, I have a feeling between the candy and treats they got last night, I mean, the whole cake that Steve won, it was a whole cake. And upcoming Halloween, we are going to have to ration the treats a little bit, have them pace themselves, because oh my gosh, that's a lot of sugar. We don't, it's not like we don't let them do sugar. We just, you know, even it out. Oh, absolutely. Little Steve wanted cake last night. It was like 8:15. They hadn't even taken their showers for the evening yet. And I'm like, all right, look, you guys can have one small treat now, but like bedtime's at 9 o'clock, kiddos. I'm not feeding you cake 45 minutes before bedtime. Jeanette, yay! How exciting. Okay, for anybody else, what is, if you have Prismacolors, what is your favorite Prismacolor color? Like if they said, okay, you have to do a 1 pencil challenge, which means literally 1 pencil for your entire page, and you got to choose your favorite color, what color would you do? I've done a lot of blues. Hang on one second. I've done a lot of blues, but honestly, Dahlia purple. I mean, it is just such a pretty color. How pretty is that? I love it. Of course, I got purple in my hair now. Oh, peacock green. That is really nice. Oh my gosh. There's so many good colors with it. Oh no, I got water on my... No, thankfully it's not watercolor. It's just Prismacolor. It doesn't smear. Okay, so let's do a little bit here. It was cute though, because they had a haunted hallway last night. Oh, magenta. I love magenta. They had a haunted hallway, and little Steve went through it. But he's just like, he's too smart for this stuff, so he was like looking to see where the jump scares were, but they did get him once, and it was pretty hilarious. He had a good time. Okay, now we're going to go back to our olive green. Okay. Olive green. And I don't think we'll add more apple green. We're going to go ahead and use the blender on it. And we might add just a touch of black to really make sure that those shadows are going to pop. Yeah. Okay, let's use our blender now. Okay. Yeah, you can see that just kind of smooths it out. There we go. Okay, yeah, I want to add a little bit of black to this because I don't want it to be kind of muddy. I want to make sure that it has a high contrast. So, in the areas where it most likely would be the darkest, that's where the black is going to happen. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring it up here. Excuse me. And it doesn't even have to be the same like in all the places, but you can see how it just kind of lifts it from the other ones and just adds that little bit of depth to the colors. There we go. Yeah, I like that a lot. Right? Peacock green. It is such a beautiful color. Absolutely. Yeah, it's always interesting to me streaming on a Saturday because I rarely do weekends unless there's like some sort of special event going on. Okay, let's put a little bit here. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. But I also want to make this a little bit darker because it's behind it. There we go. Hang on one second. Sorry, I was just needing to clear my throat a little bit. I've got the mic like right here next to my throat and I didn't want you guys to have to hear that. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit of black, not much. Okay, let's move on to these moss balls. This seaweed here, I think is going to be like a lighter brown color. Hi, Joanna, how are you? So let's see. Let's look up real quick. I mean, we do have a moss green color, but I'm just going to Google moss balls real quick. I want to see. Oh, they're kind of a richer green, but definitely like a warmer one. Oh, you get moss balls as pets. That's hilarious. Well, there is a moss green in here. So that one is $10.97. That's pretty warm, but let's get it anyway. $10.97. Let's see. Oh, here it is. $10.97. It's one of my little ones that's glued to a stick. And then I think we'll do dark green with it. And for the lightest color, let's do some pale sage. So dark green and then pale sage. All right, so let's start with our moss color and then we'll add the dark green and then the light. And there's nothing that says that these have to be all colored exactly the same. So we are just going to, we're just going to kind of wing it. You see how she's got this texture, kind of these little lines? We're going to use that as almost a guide as to where we should add the texture with our pencils. Okay. Now this one I'm going to bring up because I'm paying attention to where the other plants are overlapping it. Okay. Going to add some under this leaf here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now we're going to do the Prisma lime green. Wait, lime green? Do you mean like the chartreuse or the spring green or the light green? Am I missing a color? Do you mean lime peel? Oh, the lime peel is really nice. I find there's a lot of situations for that. It's Steve. Steve made breakfast this morning. He made eggs and sausage and ham and hash browns. It was great. Normally the weekend is when the kids get like waffles or something, but he was just like, yeah, with all the treats. I'm like, yes, I wholeheartedly agree. So we did non-sweet kind of breakfast. Lime peel, there we go. Hi, Angela. Angela, how are you? Kind of coming down off your thrill. Angela got to spend some time with Barbara and Kim, and I was super jealous and definitely there in spirit, but I'm so glad you ladies got together. It was probably an absolute blast. I'm telling you, one of these days, bucket list, I'm going to make it back over to the UK, and we're all going to hang out and have like a coloring party, and it's going to be amazing. I'm using just a little bit of moss green. Okay, and then we're going to do the pale sage. Can't spell today? That's me every day. Hi, Jack. Welcome. Out of the loop, what book are we coloring in and what pencils are we using? We are coloring in Johanna's brand new book, Magical Worlds. It released on the 22nd in the US and on the 24th in the UK, which I always find interesting because Johanna is based she's based in the UK. So like, why wouldn't you guys get it first? Anyway, but not that I'm complaining. Yeah, so, and we're using Prismacolors, lots of smiles all around. Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun. All right, so pale sage, a piece of wood on there. But I definitely want to go over there at some point. The first time around, I went with my mother, which was so fun, but I definitely want to do one of these trips with Steve for sure. Okay, let's add a little bit more of the dark green, and then we're going to add a little bit more of the moss, and we're going to use our blender and kind of see where we're at with how dark our colors are. Thank you. Okay, so moss green now. Okay. Go. All right, let's use our blender and see how dark it is. Flip through the book and pick this design as her favorite. Oh, Jeanette, I'm so glad. This is definitely the one. Like, there's a lot of really cute designs, but this is definitely the one that I kept getting drawn back to. Like, I love it so much. And then if you want, like, something smaller, the opposite page has the same kind of design, which is just so cute. Okay, there we go. Okay, I want this to be darker. We're actually going to go with the black. It's crazy. Like, you guys know I didn't really used to use black all that often, but now I'm like, more black. I just find you get that really high contrast with it. So we're gonna do the black, and then we'll go in with the dark green. I want to say that these, like these little circles down here, are gonna be like pebbles. So I think that's what we're gonna run with on this. Let's do it under this leaf for the shadow. Okay, press the top a little bit. Then we're gonna go dark green. Okay, so I have a dumb question. First of all, I'm not gonna finish reading the rest, but there are no dumb questions. You ask away, doesn't matter. Do you mix your colored pencils like you mix your black widows with your Prismacolors? Do you stick with one brand when you color? So as far as storing my pencils, they're all separated in brand. As far as when I'm coloring, do I mix brands? Not very often. The exceptions that I make are if there is a color that I'm just not getting right, sometimes I'll reach for Prismacolors, because Prismacolors work almost wonderfully with everything. But I also use Prismacolor white a lot to blend no matter what pencils I'm using. I used to have more of these. But also the Caran d'Ache blender, I will use this with almost everything as well. Oh, well, have fun, be safe. So not usually, but that's just a me thing. I know there are a lot of those that do mix pencil brands, but that's just my own issues. There's nothing wrong with doing it. It just depends, I suppose, on the kind of look that you want. With the Black Widows, obviously it's a pretty big set. I think like all total, there's like 180 if you have all the sets. Aw, sounds good, Jeanette. Thanks for being here. So you bought my book yesterday, was coloring last night. I love this one. Oh, Deborah, that's awesome. Which page did you start coloring first? Like I said, this was definitely the one that grabbed me. And then I've done a couple like little small ones when I've had big blended married family in their cases and in my coloring. Oh yeah, I have to store them separately for sure. This one I did a reel of on Instagram, as well as this one I did on my own. I just posted my stories, but this one is gouache. Like I said, for whatever we choose on our next page, we're going to be doing gouache with it. So at the end of stream today, because like I said, I'm hoping to get this done. At the end of stream today, we'll do another flip through, and you guys can help me pick which one we're going to do. It probably won't be as big as this one. We'll choose something smaller, like something that's about this size, like one of these. Because I did a poll on whether or not people wanted to do one whole page or do a bunch of different things. So between Instagram and YouTube, whole page kind of one. And then we are going to do something smaller. But yeah, we're going to do gouache on the next one. Okay, let's see. We're going to do a little bit more black. Like I said, I kind of want those dramatic shadows. And honestly, Black Aniri on Instagram, she kind of helped me feel a little bit braver to start using black more often, because I was always really hesitant. I mean, early days, I was like, I only shade with complementary colors, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I've started the kind of dramatic effect that you get by using black. It has really grown on me. Okay, so now we're going to do more of that moss green. And usually if I blend it well enough, it's not like I get really any super harsh lines or anything. Okay, so, oh, Wilcox, I'm so glad. I had an idea. There are pages with round open space in the middle just begging for me to try and portrait. I may try to draw Johanna and post it in her gallery. Oh my gosh, Deborah, that would be gorgeous. Alchemy of Color really helped me with black. She's so talented. Wait, Alchemy, I feel like I've heard of that. Is she Instagram or YouTube? I'm going to write it under these apps I want to check out. So, Alchemy of Color. Yeah, because I want to check that out. Oh, Britt. Hi, Britt. Thank you. Okay, so now that we've done one moss ball, we're going to go through and do all the other 4 simultaneously. Like I said, my goal is to get this done today. So now that we know what colors we're using, we're going to go ahead and do all of these, and then we'll work on some of these other leaves. I don't want to do everything green. And in fact, some of these I might do a little bit darker than the others. On YouTube. Okay, cool. I'm going to mark YouTube on there, because I would love to check that out. I am always like, I love having new inspiration for stuff. So this one, let's go a little bit heavier on the dark green, and we'll use the moss green as our lightest color. So again, I'm using the lines that she put on the moss ball as kind of the guide. for this. Okay, so we're just gonna make those kind of stand out a little bit. Okay, and we're just gonna fill this in. One of the things I do need to do this weekend is we have lots of event stuff. Like I said, I haven't said exactly what day or which kid or how old they're turning or anything, but let's just say I've got a lot of planning to do this month. And one of the things is I need to make a piñata. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend, I believe. I think I have everything I need to do it. But yeah, it's been all crafty all the time. Hi, Groon. How are you? A few sets of color pencils. I have all the Black Widow sets, Faber-Castell Black Edition. Ooh, nice. Yes, not all underwater plants are actually corals. So you can go wild with colors. Yes, absolutely. Emily, you'd be ashamed of me. Monday, I didn't put my pencils back in the loaner. I just put them in a bin. Oh boy, do we want to count how many active cups of loose pencils I have? Should I call myself out here? Hang on, because if you are the same way as me, do I have a kit for the piñata? No, I'm gonna make it myself with cardboard and everything. Oh my God, no! Oh yeah, it's a thing, Renee. It's a thing. Okay, so I have some loose ones. That I'm not going to pull because I pulled it. Okay, so we've got Posca pens and these pens. These don't actually have a place, and I need to find a new way to store my Posca pens because I did a bunch of reorganizing, so I have all of these too. So Posca pens don't actually have a home yet. Got a lot of random stuff in here. Let's see. Got a few. Got my rotary cutter over there. So there's this one. And definitely got some Black Widows, and like I said, handful of loose ones. Let's see, we've got this thing here. It's got some Ergo Soft. This box is supposed to be my, I don't know if you can see it, my dual metallic. Nope, it's Caran d'Ache. Oh wait, hold on. And then this one. It is locked. Yes, I've cut myself with it once, and once was enough. And then there's this one. To be fair, some of these don't have a home. Some are Crayola, but you know, yeah. It's just easier, okay? I'm in a hurry. I put them in a box. I call it a day, okay? I call it a day. It's a thing, all right? At least I don't lie about it. I admit that I'm a bit of a messy pencil hoarder, okay? And that I'm just a little bit lazy. I admit it. I'll accept it. Yeah. So, if your stuff isn't perfectly organized and Instagram ready, you're not alone. You're not alone. Oh, I've got, so I have a Caran d'Ache swatch chart on the website. It is a thing, exactly. Well, to be fair, like I have this space. I have an L-shaped desk, right? So this is one side and I have it in front of the window. And then the rest of the L comes over here. And on this side here is my computer. And then on this side, you can't see it, but I've got another table. So it's almost like I have a U-shaped desk. And then I have like loads of like pencil drawers. And then I've got all my sticker supplies and everything. So I mean, organized chaos? It's organized chaos. I use my big pencil cases and put away my pencils after using it. If I know I may want to use them again on a page, I put them in upside down. Oh, there you go. Yeah, well, see, I've got pencil cases, and there's pencil cases like over here. But yeah, just, you know, when I'm done with stream, I just sort of everything gets, and I think, oh, I'll put it away later. And, spoiler alert, I didn't put it away later. All right, so now we're gonna do moss green. I mean, those of you who've been here a while know that we did an entire stream of me just putting stuff away. So there's that. There we go. When Shannon does her productivity sprints, that will be the thing that I do, is putting away pencils. Exactly. See, I know where everything is. I thought a hex-shaped pencil cup was better than using jars. Wrong. The points take up so much more space in the round jar. Stick to round jars. Exactly. Well, usually I have my points facing up, but for Renee's pencil holder, which we've been using in this one, these ones, I put the points down because I totally stab myself with them. And I think they're meant to have the points down in those cups, right, Renee? Okay, so now we're going to use the Prismacolor Black. Question is, what color do we want to do these little rocks? So are we of the idea that this is a home aquarium or a window into a river? That'll help determine the color of the rocks. Because if it's in an aquarium, then you could do colorful rocks. Well, granted, it's a fish in a vase, so I don't suppose that there's like anything logical about it. So we really could do anything. All right, then we're gonna do made to cradle the point. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have number 3 graphic tattoo on my elbow from points up. Oh, yeah, that sticks around for a while. All right, so we're just using a little bit more of that. Let's use more of the moss green. Okay, and then we're gonna use our blender. My house looks like a disaster. Time to sort and purge pre-holiday time. My pencils are all in order. So strange, right? No, I've been kind of doing that. We've been slowly going through like each room. The kids just got a massive overhaul on their rooms, and it was like complete reorganization. I do have a lot of stuff in the garage because I haven't had time to do it yet, but I've got like a donate stack. I've got a, you know, take pictures and sell stack, because I've got, the kids have a lot of those calico critters, which if you guys know we're going to use the pale sage. If you know anything about calico critters, you know that those are ridiculously overpriced kids toys. And it's like, I can't just like chuck these. Like, I feel like if I'm going to get any money back on all these toys we bought over the years, like the calico critters, I need to make the effort to list those, because yeah. All right, we're going to use the dark green. But yeah, calico critters, we've got doll toys, like we got all the things. All right, then we're going to do moss green. Press a little bit harder here. Like I said, not all of the moss balls have to be the exact same order of colors. This one's definitely going to be a little bit darker than that one. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're going to use a little bit of black here. Like I said, I want to keep those strong kind of contrast shadows. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's good. All right, then we're going to do the next one to it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start with our moss green. Yeah, normally if we were doing this over the course of, you know, a couple weeks, I'd probably like say, oh, I'll do the rest of these moss balls off stream. But I want to finish this page today. So we are just going to carry on through all of it and get as far as we can today. And then we'll pick our next page. Like I said, we're going to be doing gouache. I really am excited to do some painting here. But we'll do something that will like maybe only take 2 days. But that's the nice thing about the fact that we're doing everyday streaming, is that we have the luxury of doing multiple pages during all of this. Okay, so that's the dark green. Then we're going to bring in the black. Thank you, Joyce. Thanks, Julie. So many pans and such to donate to charity. May go to Love Incorporated. They give to families who went through merge. Really? Is that like a website where you ship it in, or do you have like a place where you go and deliver it? Oh, absolutely, Christine. Book is on the way. Definitely going to follow you on this one. It's gorgeous. Oh, thanks, Angela. That's so exciting. Yeah, my books did show up on time. Like, I pre-ordered it back on February, and you know, Amazon can be a little behind sometimes, which is why when I realized that Barnes & Noble in Austin had a copy that they were willing to sell me like a day ahead of time, I was just like, yeah. So I booked it over to Austin. Steve called, and I was like, yeah, so I'm in Austin. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, I wanted the book. So yeah, totally worth it. Don't regret it in any way, shape, or form. All right, so we're gonna do some dark green. This one doesn't really have the lines. This one's got verticals, so we're gonna use the dark green to kind of enhance these lines that she's already added. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna use our moss green. And if you guys are new or unfamiliar with what we're doing, so this is Johanna's new book, Magical Worlds. It released this week. So to celebrate the release, we have been streaming every day. So today is day number 4. We still have 4 more days to go. We are going to be streaming every day all the way until Wednesday. And then even after Wednesday, I'll be live again on Friday. And we'll be back to our regular schedule after that. But if you are interested in following along with any of these or just want to watch and hang out, yeah, we're going to be live every day. Every day. It's great. I love it. This has been such a blast. This one just got to get caught up with the other project. Oh, I feel like that's my daily, that's my theme song, Wallcocks. They have a place to drop off and we'll pick up big items like furniture and appliances. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, like I would do Goodwill, but like, I don't know, it's hit or miss with Goodwill. So I think for things I'm going to donate, I need to do a little bit of research and figure out where I want things to go. But honestly, I will probably wait to do all of that a little closer to Christmas, I think. I wouldn't normally wait till after Christmas, but before Christmas might be when, you know, people would go to those kind of places to get like gifts for their kids or whatever else. So I need to take some time and kind of figure out exactly what the best plan of action is. Yeah, literally. I think I say that at least once a day, Wilcox. Like, the amount of things I have going on at one time. Like, downtime? What's that? I have no idea. Who said there's such a thing as downtime? Right, exactly. Can you show the succulents? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the succulents, let's see. The succulents were day 1. Or this part was day 1. I think these two, this part. Anyway, day 1, and then the vase was day 2. The rest of the succulents were day 3, and then the inside today is day 4. So yeah, we've been doing a little bit each day, but yeah, more on some days. Okay, so on this one, we're gonna start with the moss green. Make this one a little bit lighter, like this one is. But yeah, and I've been posting them on Instagram as we've been going along. It's been super fun. And this is like record time in which we've gotten a page finished, but we kind of have the flexibility rather than like exactly 2 hours. We've had the flexibility to get more done because we've been doing every day. I know that feeling. I always need more hours in the day. People ask all the time, you don't work, kids are growing up, what are you busy with? Everything. Busy with all the things. Let's see, pale sage. Well, and like I said, even if I'm not like doing like work stuff or kid stuff, like I have a list a mile long of projects I want to get done. I have like 3 paintings that I want to do, but I just haven't had time to get started. Love it, Christine. Love it. All right, so let's get a little bit more of the moss green. Like I have paintings I want to get started. I finally have all of the jewelry stuff because like I've got like this necklace that I made, and I have a bunch of them that I want to make more of, but there just hasn't been time. 2- and 3-year-olds, there's never enough time in the day. Oh my gosh, yes. Not to mention with young kids, I always say like trying to clean up after a toddler is like trying to stop rain with a bucket. Like you can catch it, but it's not gonna stop. It's just the constant following in the round, cleaning up after them. It's just like, oh, are we playing with these things we just dumped out? No? Okay then. Right, Wilcox? Yeah, exactly. It's like trying to stop rain with a bucket. It's just not going to work. All right, so that's a little bit of dark green. Like I said, we're doing this one a little bit a lighter color than the others. So we're going to go ahead and use our blender. Smooth that out. Okay, definitely got some blender on the rocks, so we'll have to work with that. All right, Right? Honestly, I haven't heard that anywhere else. It was something that I kind of coined when the kids were younger, and I really love that saying just because I did come up with it on my own, but it's just so accurate. You know, and a lot of times, you know, you have these quotes that you say, but you like saw them online or something, but I was like, no, this one's pretty accurate. Trying to clean up after a toddler is like trying to stop rain with a bucket. It's not gonna work. All right, then moss green. Okay, I'll do a little bit of a shadow under the tail. Not that there would be much, but you know, a little bit there. Pressing a little bit harder. Then we're gonna do the pale sage again. There you go. On the rocks, exactly. All right, so now we're just gonna blend that. We'll put a little bit of black on this one, but since it's one of the lighter ones, I'm not gonna put a ton. Now I'm done with little ones. I just don't seem to have enough hours in the day to go to class, homework, housework, and still color. Taking to vegging out at the end of the day. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, stop my brain from stressing. No, definitely. I put a new kind of chore chart for myself on the wall because I was hoping to get a little bit more organized in the sense of being able to keep up on things a little bit better and get my stuff done. So it's like on certain days we have certain chores, you know, like one day it's all the bathrooms, one day it's the living room and dining room, another day it's deep cleaning the kitchen, like that kind of thing. But I put it up, but have I been able to start it this month? No, not at all. So right now it's just pretty chore decor to remind myself how behind I am on everything. I'm like, all right, well, we might revisit this a little bit next month when I got a little bit more time. Maybe? That's the plan, at least. I can dream about being organized. All right, so we're using a little bit more of that moss green. Like, it's a great plan in theory. It's just having enough hours to do it. All right, moss green. There we go. Yeah, see, that one's kind of nice and light. They're not all exactly the same. I do feel like I want to add a little bit more dark green to these ones. Make it a bit of a smoother transition between the dark and the light. There we go. Okay, and now we'll have this one, and I think this one will be dark as well. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the dark green, and then that will be it for the moss balls. The fish is gonna be the thing we do very last. How are we doing on time anyway? 10:57, we got about an hour and a half so far. That's not too bad. There we go, a little bit of shadow there. I think we can totally do this as long as I stay focused. Yesterday I was definitely having some squirrel moments, you know, like tangents, shiny things. All I did was stress you out. Wake up in the middle of the night and clean the bathroom because I didn't get my chores done before passing out. Well, I don't think I wake up in the middle. It's more like for me, I'm just like, well, that didn't work today. We'll try again tomorrow. I think it'd be one thing if like I just wasn't doing really much of anything, but it's like literally when every minute of every day is jam-packed, it's like, okay, well, I tried. It wasn't my fault, but I tried. We'll try again tomorrow. Off-topic question. If I wanted to mix colors to make 10% French gray, which combos would I use? So when it comes to French grays, warm grays, cool grays, the thing to remember for grays, especially in Prismacolors, is that it follows the primary colors. Warm gray is made with mixing red with gray. Cool gray is made with mixing blue with gray, and French grays are made with mixing yellow with gray. So if I wanted to make a French gray, I would start light. I would go with like one of my, if you have neutral grays and like markers, or if you're doing Prismacolors or whatever else, I would just start light and slowly build up my layers. But to mix it, you would generally use some sort of yellow or like a light umber, not quite a goldenrod, because you want to build it up slowly. In Prismas, yeah. Also true, Lucy. Very, very true. But yeah, I would just slowly add your layers. But to get a French gray, you're going to be looking at the yellows and the very much kind of warmer colors. But yeah, that's just something you can remember, as in warm gray is red, cool gray is blue, French gray is yellow. And you just kind of mix your colors till you get the shade that you want. Okay, that's just the pale sage. We're gonna use some black. Let's see. I'm just gonna do a little bit there. A bit under those leaves. Now these are close to the moss ball, so it's okay for us to go a little bit darker. Okay, then we're gonna go do the dark green. Yeah, I'm excited to see this page finished. I think it's gonna look so pretty. Okay, and then the moss, of course. Moss green. Now I know that some different like pencil sets will do slight variations on French gray, but as far as Prismacolors are concerned, that's kind of what I have found to be true with the Prismacolors. Aw, thanks for starting to try and color with the hot glue side. That's not gonna work. That's just gonna smudge everything. There we go. Okay, we need a little bit more green to, a little bit of dark green to smooth out that transition a bit. Then let's grab some more moss green. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. All right, let's dust that away. Now let's come back over and let's do these leaves. We're gonna do kind of like a yellowish brown. Where did our chart go? I haven't moved. Where did it go? I'm losing my, oh my gosh, it's right there. It was right to the left of it. Okay, so for these seaweed leaves, let's do, ooh, artichoke would be good. Artichoke and probably green ochre. Yeah, artichoke, green ochre, and seashell pink, which pretty sure we haven't used any of those colors. We'll probably do another kind of orangish brown one to balance out the other side. Okay, so artichoke, which is number 1098, 1094, 1098. Okay, and then, let's see, artichoke, green ochre, which is 1091. Okay, and what did I say? Seashell pink. Oh, fun, Topeka. Okay, seashell pink. There we go. And then we'll add some sort of, probably add a green as a slightly like more shaded color. Sorry, my thumb got in the camera. Okay, so we're gonna start with, let's actually start with the artichoke, kind of as our base color, just really light. And we'll go back to the water, I think, after we have our foreground done. I was really concerned about making the, like, if the blender going over some of these clear, these, you know, non-colored spots. All right, so that is artichoke. Now we're gonna go in with the green ochre. Okay, press a little bit harder. And again, I've been consistently making our shadow on kind of the left-hand side, but if you wanted to give it a little bit more dimension, you could also kind of send it up through the middle just a bit. Like, I know that it's supposed to be like kelp or seaweed, but sometimes, you know, adding a little bit of like indent or texture, I suppose, helps to give it a little bit of depth. Okay, so green ochre. A little bit. We might bring in a brown too if we want to darken this up, like probably a dark umber. Okay. All right, then we'll grab our seashell pink. We're going to use our seashell pink as actually kind of our blender a little bit. Yeah, we're going to need to go a lot darker on this. This is not quite what I had in mind. Yeah, let's grab, let's see, green ochre. I wonder if we could just press harder and go dark, because I do like the green ochre. Let's just get a little bit of dark umber. Sorry, I'm like, this is my thinking out loud. Like, normally if I'm not color in front of people, these are the things I just sit and stare at my color chart for a little while. Okay, let's see, 947. Yes, 947 is dark umber. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of that on the left-hand side. Okay, just a little bit up the middle. Okay, and then same thing there. You could do a little bit of shadow on the front of it too, because the fish is going to be casting a little bit, you know, it's going to be blocking some of the light. Okay, so now, wait, we're getting Congrats and sorry. I'm on a roller coaster here. Just got my Zoom buddy color of the friend in the States in Denmark. This time we're going to do a turtle in this book. The challenge is using all 3 of our birthstones. Oh, I love that. Thanks, Kelly. Okay, so green ochre. I haven't done a buddy color in ages, but part of it is like the time. Like I just don't have the time. All right, green ochre. And just as a reminder, if you missed it earlier, Tuesday's stream time is going to be just a little bit later because I got an email from the kids' school that there's an awards thing that they're getting, so I'll need to be there for that. So Tuesday will probably actually start closer to like 11:30-ish because I won't be able to do it in the evening. So we're just going to push it and probably go to I can't talk. Words are hard. Yeah, just later in the day. Sounds good, Angela. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it'll be fun. Sorry, my cord's wrapped around my leg. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So then we're going to do the artichoke. Okay. All right, and then let's grab our blender. Just makes it pop just a little bit more. Could always use some white on top if you feel like it's not quite enough there. We might do just a little bit more of the dark umber. Was it burnt umber? Dark umber? Yeah, dark umber. So that we can make sure it's still got that contrast to it. So just a bit more. Okay. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead. We'll use some white paint for the bubbles. The bubbles, I think, will be the very last thing we do. So let's go ahead and do the rocks. And here's what I want to do. I don't want to do them all one color, so we are going to start with the same basic color. I think we'll start with, honestly, probably the black. We're going to start with the black, but then we're going to grab a French gray, a warm gray, and a cool gray so that we can get some variation. So it's a small circle, and the black is going to move a fair amount. So I think we'll grab probably the 10%. French gray 10%, warm gray 10%, and cool gray 10%. I think that'll be plenty. Those days in school, being recognized for the good things you did helps build self-esteem. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Aw, thanks, Callie. Using birthstone. Right? That sounds so fun. Okay, we'll zoom out for a little bit so you can see me picking this. Okay, so we're going to do 10%. So let's see. The 10% French gray is 1068. Okay, 1068. And then warm gray 10% is 1050. Oh, these are all so teeny tiny. And then the cool gray 10% is the 1059. Let's see, is this it? 1061. Do I have it? Oh, there it is, cool gray. 1059, perfect. Okay. All right, and then we'll use the black. So we're gonna kind of do these all at once. So they're all basically little gray rocks. Are you gonna make the fish like clown? I haven't decided yet. I think we're gonna wait and see all the colors together, the background, and then, you know, compare the vase with it. Because orange I think is going to clash. I think orange is gonna clash, but I also want to be different. What might be nice is if we do like a dark purple. We've got a little bit of purple here. We've got some pinks here. Like a dark purple could work. It could work. I want it to pop, but I also don't want it to clash. Okay, so we are going to start with the black. Actually, do we want to start with the black? Yeah, we're going to start with the black. And we are just going to do all of these rocks, adding the shadow on the side of the rocks where we think it should be, but we're leaving a small white spot. How about multicolor? Yeah, maybe. When my pencils get that short, they go in the Project Nubby bin. I save them for resin. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I just got little dowels, and then I super glued them onto the dowels. I just didn't want to lose it. Oh, I love opal. Opal is so pretty. Okay, so we are going to use the black. And this will be nice and easy. We're just going to go consistently through. We're going to do a little bit of black on the side where the moss is overlapping it. Okay, so on the bottom and on the left, because we're trying to, for me at least, the direction of my light, the light is going to be coming from the right. So if you are doing shadows and light direction, you want to try, it doesn't matter if you do right, left, top, bottom, you just want to keep the page consistent about its location. Otherwise, it won't make a ton of sense. But also, it's a Magical Worlds coloring book, so maybe it doesn't have to make sense. Maybe this is on another planet where the sun is pink and there's like 3 of them coming from all different directions. That could be a thing. Yellows, deep blue, a dash of red, potentially. I don't know about the yellows. I'm gonna need to, like I said, I'm gonna need to look at it when we're all done and just kind of see the balance of color. So like I said, I want it to pop, but I don't want it to clash. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go through with our cool gray. And if I decide that it isn't noticeable enough, we may switch to like the 20%. Sounds good, Renee. All right. So we're going to start with cool gray. And we're just going to select the rocks that we want to be the cool gray. Okay. We'll probably go back over with our black once we have our grays down. But if we do it right, you should see a subtle variation on the rocks. Okay, now we're going to do the warm gray. And if it's not noticeable enough, which I'm thinking it won't be, we'll have to see. Then we'll do a little bit of the darker colors. But maybe once they're all next to each other. Like the cool gray seemed obvious to me, but the French gray and the warm grays aren't standing out as much as I would have liked. All right, so now we'll do the French gray. Yeah, it's all looking pretty similar. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going so it all stays consistent, but we're gonna bust out with the slightly darker grays. And I know we've covered it already, but we're just gonna layer on top of it and it should work. But it's not quite as different as I wanted. So let's move to, let's do 30% actually. So we're gonna get French gray 30%, which is, or do we just, you know what, let's go 50%. Let's just roll with it. Actually, I have 2 birthstones. That's awesome. Oh wait, congratulations. What did I say? What did I say? Okay, so we're gonna get 50%, which is 1072 here. Okay, and what are those dogs doing? They are so loud. And then we're gonna do warm gray 50%. Yeah, we'll do warm gray 50%. So that is 1054. That's this one. And then cool gray 50% is 1063, which is this one. Okay. So now we're going to go in with these colors. Let's see if I can remember which ones I did. Okay. So we're going to do the cool gray. We're just going to fill in the whole thing. All right. Cool gray. I think we might be able to tell a little bit better on these. Okay. Cool gray. Okay, now we're going to do the warm gray. Yeah, these ones you can tell a little bit of difference. And then what we might do is add just a little bit of our actual like yellow on top or red or whatever else. I just want there to be a variation in the colors of the rocks, you know? Okay, we're going to do French gray. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, can you guys see the difference? It's subtle, but it's there. There we go. All right, now we're gonna do a little bit of black. Your rocks are thanks, Lucy. Oh, you cracked me up. A little bit of black. Go. Yeah, it's subtle. I like it. And again, like if you're following along, do your rocks whichever color you want to do your rocks. There is no hard and fast way to, you know, like, oh, this is it. This is how you gotta do your rocks. Do rainbow rocks. Do whatever you want. It's all good. My brain just saw gray rocks and rolled with it. It looked pretty close to the same. And on camera, it's not really picking up the difference. But like I said, if you want it to still be gray and stand out, you could always add like a little subtle hue of yellow or something. Oh no, which Stream Deck do you have, Renee? I've got the one with 6 buttons, but I definitely want to upgrade at some point. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm still not quite happy with those. We are going to grab yellow ochre, which is actually Jasmine's fine. Let's grab Jasmine, and then let's get Deco Peach, which I think I have out already. Here we go, Deco Peach. 15 buttons, yeah, see, that's the one I need to get. At some point, maybe I'll see if we can do Christmas. All right, so Jasmine, just a little bit. I just want there to be some subtle color in them. Okay, now we're gonna get the peach. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit. Deborah, 48 months though, you've got your pink pencil. I love it. Audrey, hello. Oh, awesome. You're all good. Deborah, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Some hypes in chat for Deborah and exclamation point hype. Never stuck with Deborah. I love having you here. Wow, 48 months. That's 4 years. Thank you so much. I'm gonna wait to decide till after we have all the other colors down. I think, yeah. You know what, in fact, let's add a little bit of this jasmine to this one. See if that lights it, makes it a little bit more yellow. Just a bit. We could always add like a bright yellow to it. Okay, so now let's do a slightly lighter yellow on this one. And let's see. Oh, well, Deborah, if you were just renewing, then you probably, I was gonna say, because those bookmarks are still up. If you remember, don't forget to grab your free download. It is those bookmarks that we colored on stream, and those should be in the community tab. Okay, let's see. Let's do, I almost feel like these need to be more red if we're gonna do more colors over here. We might add more red to this seaweed when we're done. Right, I know it. Seems like it was just a couple months ago I started looking for coloring channels. Well, I'm so glad that you found this one. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do a lighter yellow. Let's bring in some pale sage. We'll do some cream and, let's see, some cream and maybe not the pale sage. Okay, definitely cream, and then maybe some jasmine and some goldenrod. So let's grab goldenrod. Hi, Michelle. Oh, fun. Are you gonna post it? I can't remember. Do you post your stuff? I think you post it on Instagram, don't you? If you post it on Instagram, feel free to tag me. I'd love to see it. Okay, let's do goldenrod. Let's see. Do I have goldenrod out already? Goldenrod is number 1034. Yeah, because it would be next to here. So let's see. Goldenrod. Aha! goldenrod, here we go. Okay, goldenrod, and then we're going to get jasmine, which we have out, and cream. This one is this is such a Frankenstein pencil. I have hobbled so many different pencils together. Oh wait, is it gonna get in focus? Hang on, bear with. Okay, there you go. It's got so many glued together. Oh, fun! Children are eating their meal. Nice. Call that a win on any day, honestly. Okay, so we've got goldenrod, jasmine, and cream. Let's zoom in, get this in focus. There we go. All right, so we are just going to do, we're going to use cream first, which is number 914, okay? And we are just going to fill in all of the seaweed. Seaweed, aquarium plants, underwater foliage. That could work. Franken pencil. It absolutely is. Jeanette, yay. Okay, so now we're going to do the goldenrod, okay? Now, like I said, the color is coming from, or not the color, the light is coming from the left, so that's what we're going to try and keep up with over here. So we are going to use our goldenrod. I think we'll bring a little bit of green on this too, maybe some Kelly green or some sap green once we have it all colored in. Move up just a little bit. And like I said, we're going until we finish this page today. Sounds good, Renee. Because I want to start something new tomorrow. And again, like I said, if you just come in or you're unsure what's going on, we are live streaming every day for 8 days. Today is day number 4. So we'll be live again tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. That's U.S. Central Time. Usually have the scheduled version of that go up on stream after we're all done here. Okay, so now we're going to do jasmine. Tuesdays will be just a little bit later in the day because I have a thing with the kids, but just make sure that you have your notifications on so you can get notified when we go live. It'll be probably, unless it takes a long time for the awards thing, it'll probably be around 11:30, and we'll do like 11:30 to 1 or something. Okay, so we want a slightly darker color. Let's actually grab green ochre, which I know we have out. Hi, Connie. Sounds good. Right, Audrey? It's perfect. All right, so green ochre. We're going to get this just a little bit darker. Not using a ton of it, but we'll go in with our goldenrod again after this. Okay. Like I said, we want to get a balance of color, so I think I am going to add some more red to this one when we're done. Okay. So green ochre all the way. I feel like we're making pretty good progress today. I mean, if we were doing our normal streams, we could easily, because that's usually strictly 2 hours unless I know there's no one afterwards. If we were doing our normal streams, I would say that, we'd probably do this for 5 streams. But I really want to get as much coloring done as possible this week. All right, so Jasmine Kathleen, hello. How are you? All right, so now we're going to, I was going to do goldenrod. That's right. Goldenrod. Okay. And actually, I think we're going to use the jasmine instead of the cream because I feel like the cream is just a little bit too light for what we're going for. Okay. All right, then we'll get the jasmine. Okay, and I think for green, maybe not sap green, but I think we'll grab Kelly green actually. And let's see, have we used, that's true green. Let's see, that one is, no, that's not it. Kelly green, here we go. Let's see, hi Angela, thank you. We have it now, waiting patiently for it to cook. There you go. Here, let's actually give this a quick sharpen. Overslept? Oh, don't you just hate that? You have such a hard time sleeping, tossing and turning. I get that. Totally been there. Well, I'm glad you are here now. All right, so let's do a little bit of Kelly green. Just a bit, and we might actually bring a little bit of red in on this one too. So I'm going on the right hand side just a bit, partially because it's not going to show up all that great over the goldenrod, but I just want to give a little bit of hint of green, so not a ton. Okay, all right, now let's grab, what do we have? Henna could work. Henna's nice. Chestnut. No, we might just stick with the Tuscan red. Tuscan red kind of works. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of Tuscan red kind of in the middle. Not a lot. I'm going really light. Really, really light. Just want to give it slight variation in color. There we go. Just a little bit of red. We'll probably go in with some umber. While we have the red out, I'm going to add just a little bit more to these. But we're going to go in with some dark umber in a minute to up the contrast of shadows on those leaves, because I want to try and keep it consistent throughout all of them. Yeah, I feel like something with a little bit more red on it is going to pop over here. And we don't even have to do it like exactly the same on all the others. Like on all the other seaweed here. Like you could have some that are slightly more green, some are slightly more red. Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Britt. Reese's for sure, no seconds. Yeah, I do love Reese's. A lot, a lot. Okay, so we're gonna do dark umber now, and we're gonna focus on the shadows of where the darkest part on these leaves would be. We're gonna give this a quick sharpen, because without these shadows, the colors can get a little bit muddy, and I want to make sure that nothing kind of disappears into the background. Okay, so a little bit of wood on there still. Okay, so like I said, wherever there would be shadows from overlapping leaves, that is where we're putting the dark umber. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Let's put a little bit of shadow using the dark umber on the moss ball underneath. And the blues are going to pop quite a bit more, kind of like they are on this side once we finish blending that all in. We're going to add a little bit more dark umber here because, you know, obviously the cracked opening of the vase is going to be casting a bit more shadow as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our blender. Let's see, red skin peanuts. Wait, what are red skin peanuts? Down a pack of right butterflies. Oh, weird. I wonder why it won't let me. I think I have tagging on. All right, so let's go ahead and blend it through. Well, you can always post it in the Discord too. I'm not as active as I used to be on there, but I do try and pop in every now and then just to check in on how everything's doing. All right, so that's the blending for that one. All right, so now we're gonna do a dark green on this one, and we're gonna do kind of a reddish color on these ones. Not super strong red, but enough that it pops. So we're gonna do this one first, dark green. So this one was dark green. We did Kelly green and dark green and black, I believe. So that is what we are gonna do for this one. But this little piece that's peeking up out of the water, we're gonna do it just slightly different. So we're gonna fill in with the Kelly green first, okay? So all the way down, nice simple single coat here. Okay, then we're gonna grab, let's see, for that top one, let's actually do some apple green. Oh no. Oh, I got you. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. All right, so apple green, just on that part that's peeking out the top. Okay, now we're gonna do some dark green. Definitely going to be bringing in some black with this one. Like I said, because I want to do dark like we did on this one, because I'm trying to kind of keep a balance of colors. Okay, and then this over here. Yeah, I am really excited to see this page completely finished today. I think it's going to look super cute. So I think, yeah, when we're done with the plants, we'll finish the rest of the water and then we'll do the fish last. Okay, so dark green. There we go. Okay, and then let's do grass green. Oh, I was like, wait, what? Okay, that makes more sense. We're gonna do a little bit of grass green on top there. All right, so now let's come in with our black. Okay, and we are gonna darken this up just a bit. Song's kind of, let's get to the next one. Okay, so now we're gonna do black. And here. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting concentrate mode here. I'll look up at chat here in just a second. There we go. All right, now we're going to do our dark green again. We're getting so close. And you can see with those brighter green colors on top, you'll be able to see kind of like a difference with the water. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we got a bag of peanuts the other day, actually, because the kids like shelling them and having them as a snack. Granted, they tend to leave all of the peanut shells behind, and I'm like, you guys should probably clean this up. All right, so now we're going to use our blender, and then we'll add more as needed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, smooth that out. And you know, while we're at it, we can smooth out the blue here as well. Let's do this. At least the blue in this corner, you know. Multitasking. Okay. And we should come up with a very nice kind of smooth, vibrant blue color. I'm pressing fairly hard. I've always said, like, I wish I could do like a pressure plate underneath to like give you guys an actual like data found number of the pressure that I'm using. Like, I feel like that would be so helpful. Someone should get on that. Okay, let's do this blue down here as well. Okay, we'll get back to the blue when we add more. All right, but I want to do some more black on this one now. Oh, fun. Yes, be safe. Thank you for popping in, Christine. Okay, so now we're going to grab our black again. Like I said, I want these to be nice and dark like the other one is. Obviously, it's different plants, so it varies a little bit. But the idea is the same, having a nice kind of rich, dark green, water foliage, water flora. All right, so we're gonna use the black here. Okay, and there. And there. Okay, now we're gonna use the dark green again. Okay. I believe Kelly green was the other green we used, so we'll use that on top to kind of finalize the green transitions. Okay, and the Cali green.
amount of pressure they can do just by having a general idea is better to keep it natural. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so Kelly green. Okay. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with that. We might use a little bit of the, what, pale sage? Now let's do the gray-green light. Just to do one kind of final smooth over here. Make sure it's all consistent. Here we go. I like it. That is true. That is true because everybody has kind of like a different kind of heavy hand that they use. All right, so for these little ones, let's do, I don't want it to be the same red as here. I think we'll do kind of like a reddish brown. So I'm thinking light peach, henna, and dark brown. So I don't believe we have the light peach or the henna out yet. So we're gonna grab that. Okay, so let's see. Said light peach, this one here. Okay, and henna is next to the chestnut. Henna is 1031. Hope that's 1080. Here's henna. Okay, henna and then dark brown, which I think I have out already. Okay, so dark brown. There we go. Okay, cool. So light peach, henna, and dark brown for this one. So we're just going to fill it in all with the light peach. Like I said, I didn't want to go like full red, but I definitely want to go red toned. Okay, so we're just filling it all in with light peach. Okay. All right, then we're gonna give this a quick sharpen. It's not quite the point that I wanted. Wow, it'd be really nice if I zoomed back in. Give me a second. Oops. Yoink. There we go. Much better. All right, so let's do a little bit of dark brown. Again, left-hand side. And we can always darken these up a bit when we come back. Or when we're, you know, get our other layers on. I'll look up in chat here in just a bit. Just gonna get this dark brown down. Okay, there we go. All right, then henna. Question, do blenders work in all books or do they work better on some and not others? Yeah, I would think it depends. For me and the way that I use my blenders, really thin paper, like so if you have an Amazon book, I don't know how well it would work in there. But for the most part, in all of the higher quality books, I find that they work really well, pretty consistently across the board. I think it just depends on how hard you press as well. But the blender is a bit of a misnomer. Yes, it does move the pigment around a little bit, but it really, more than anything, it burnishes the paper and flattens out the tooth. So, you know, we've got all this kind of like little bitty white that's here, but as you can see over here, that's been smoothed out, and that's because you're flattening the tooth on it. So you're gonna use the blenders on Amazon paper. Is it the Caran d'Ache ones? Because yeah, very possibly. I just know that I press really hard, and I think if I was doing a thinner paper, I'd be concerned about like indenting or ripping. But as far as pencils are concerned, I have yet to find a pencil that doesn't work with the Caran d'Ache blender. It is just amazing, and I love it so much. Never a problem with the blenders and lower quality paper. Awesome. Yeah, Caran d'Ache blenders are amazing. Yeah, Amazon paper. All right, let's use a little bit of black. Okay. Just a little bit. Like I said, I want to keep that same kind of contrast as I did with all of the other plants. Maybe a little bit more under the fish. A little bit more behind there. My head in frame now. Okay. I'm laying it down quite a bit, and I'm like, it might be in frame just a bit. All right, so now we're going to do dark brown. Just a little bit. It's a tiny leaf, so I mean, you can't add a ton. And the fact that we're using 4 different pencils on these tiny leaves, you know? Okay, now we're gonna do henna. Leave just a little bit of that light peach showing. So like I said, I did want these to be a more red leaf, which is why we're gonna take this henna and we're gonna go add more to those green ones. So we have that balance. Or we can add a little bit more. Yeah, let's add some henna to this one. Kind of comes out looking almost like a chocolate brown, especially with all those like green ochres and everything underneath of it. And then we'll add some more to this one as well. So we're just using that same henna color. Like I said, it doesn't have to be on all of them, but you're just trying to bring your eye all the way around the picture. So if you're going to have darker dramatic colors, unless it's something that you really want the eye drawn to, it's always good to try and balance your colors so that the eye is drawn all the way around the image. Okay. Okay. I think I like that. Maybe we could add a little bit of henna to these. It's a pretty light color, like in comparison to some of like the brighter reds and, you know, Tuscan red and all of that. Let's see, I probably should have used henna more on this page. Let's see, that should be darker. It's behind that. Okay. All right, I'm liking the leaves. Sounds good, Audrey. Oh wait, what about? Oh, popcorn rolls, which is weird. To be fair, it's like Rice Krispie treats though, right? Like it's because it's like marshmallowy popcorn. Okay, we're gonna work on the water now, and then we will do the fish. How are we doing on time? 11:41. Honestly, not bad considering how much we have to do. Oh, Ine, hello, hello, Ine, how are you? Okay, so let's go ahead and use our blender and blend the rest of this blue water. Now that the leaves are fully colored, I don't have to worry as much about accidentally going over them. So we are just going to blend the blue that we have, and then we'll add the rest of our colors on top. But it's almost done. Just gonna do the fish. And like I said, I wanted to wait till we had all the other colors down before we decide what color we're gonna do on the fish, because I want it balanced. There we go, just turn it at an angle a little bit. And then if we need to touch, because sometimes once you get like the backgrounds up, like you find that you need to touch up some of the colors a bit. So if we need to do that, that's not a problem. You can see how much more that darkens it up. We had that pale blue light on here. I think we're definitely going to be using some more of the electric blue and the non-photo blue. Be careful not to smear some of that other color into the blue. Okay, a little bit there, a little bit there. Okay, that's good enough for now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab the peacock blue. Oh, awesome. All right, so peacock blue, we're gonna fill this in just a little bit more because this is just a gorgeous color. Okay. Put one there. And I am pressing definitely harder than I did in the beginning. All right, and then we're gonna grab the cobalt blue hue. Okay, again, just filling in, making it darker just a bit. Okay, gonna go here. And you could even go much lighter if you wanted to. I just wanted a really strong pop of blue color. So I think it really contrasts the all of the red and the kind of slightly more neutral colors. There we go. Let's see, we're gonna do some over here. Then we're gonna break out our non-photo blue. Okay, so now non-photo blue. Right, they're so good. Let's see, I'm gonna sharpen this real quick. Especially small space between the yellow leaves and the green leaf. You mean that one there? Yeah, I didn't blend that. Ooh, fun. I have lights that I need to put up, but I just haven't had the time. But we do have the spider and the cobweb, and we got other Halloween decorations outside. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could always go back with like some gel pen and define like the stalks of the seaweed or the water plants. Okay, so non-photo blue. What I might do is have the electric blue, depending on how I can get it to layer, I might just bring that all the way through and then use the sky blue light to kind of do the final blend on everything. Okay, non-photo blue. Kind of going over the top of everything as well. Sorry. Like specifically leaving one spot. It's like those horror movies we talked about yesterday. An artist horror movie is taking, you know, make them sit in a chair and watch as you take an entire box of Caran d'Ache Lumis and dump them from 3 feet in the air on a cement floor. That's truly a haunted house. It's enough to terrify anyone. We are probably going to go back through and add some more of this like red. We may bring in a little bit of purple. We'll see. But for now, we're going to focus on the blue and get the rest of this all filled in and kind of smoothed out how we want it. It's been a while since we've done a good solid Prismacolor page. Right? Oh, same. That's a true horror movie, right? Color a whole page, but leave one leaf. Knowingly leave one leaf uncolored. Just press really hard or it just crumbles the tip. Oh my gosh, that's truly a nightmare. I could not, no. No, the humanity. Right, Renee? Oh my gosh, so much so. I cannot do it. That'd be the one thing, if I were to make a video about that, like that'd be the one thing I would use AI for, so no actual pencils were harmed in the making of the video. There's really bad AI generated pencils. It's cool. There was a AI generated video that came up on my feed the other day. It was of Gordon Ramsay, and it was like literal nightmare fuel. Like, it's just like there's this infinite food he's chopping, and his face looks like a tiny, angry baby. Gordon Ramsay was hilarious. Oh, that was so hard. And I tried not to make a face because I can guarantee you I was the only one in that auditorium that was probably like just cringing. Because like I was probably the only one that's as obsessive over pencils. But like they brought out the pencils and started whacking them on the music stands. And I was like, oh no. Oh gosh. Oh, if they bounce, yes. Oh my gosh. Like that's true torture right there. Weep for the pencils. I'll give you anything. Just don't damage the pencils. Like anybody ever needs to interrogate me, just threaten to hurt the pencils and be like, I give in. It was Larry with the crowbar behind the Circle K. I don't know. We'll start making I would have audibly gasped. I might have actually audibly gasped, but I was definitely having a bit of a cringe moment, but trying to keep it together because I didn't want to be that person, you know. I suppose they're just number 2 pencils, but I cried for the number 2s. All right, now we're going to do the electric blue. Electric blue. Yeah, it's not quite as releasing as much pigment as I want the other ones to, but we're going to go over with the sky blue light. So we're just going to fill in the rest of the way with the electric blue, and then the sky blue light should smooth it out just a bit. Oh, yeah, it's a little scratchy on the page. It's hurting my heart a little bit. Why electric blue? Why? Looks a little messy right now, but like I said, sky blue light's gonna go over the top of it here. Yeah, I don't use the electric blue very often, specifically for this reason. Okay. Kids are hollering out there about something. I don't know what. Sounds like they're playing. Okay. All right, sky blue light now. Thank you. All right, let's sweep this away. We're getting so close. All right, now we're gonna do the sky. Okay, okay, in my defense, look, this isn't this pencil. This was the last. You see where this line is? This was the last of a previous pencil. So that's why it's such a clean break, because it was one of the pencils I glued on. It wasn't me, I promise. It was the last little bit, exclamation point snap in chat. It was the last little bit of the previous pencil. Okay? I swear. Need to get to my to-do list. It'll still be there after stream. I swear, it wasn't me. Okay, cool. Thanks, Renee. We're almost there. We're almost there. All right. Look, it's all better. Nothing happened. Wasn't me. Oh, boy. Okay, that was just because it was extra sharp. I'm not abusing the pencil. You see, that's what it is. My pencils heard about the horror movie, and now they're just like terrified. So they just keep snapping so that I won't pick them. Oh boy, I don't mind going over the circles because we're gonna do some white paint for those bubbles. I feel like I need to use some white on this to kind of smooth out that electric blue kind of mess. Okay. So smoothing this out. Okay. So just anywhere where I use the electric blue, and even a little bit onto like the true blue and the cerulean and the peacock blue. We're just using the sky blue light to kind of just smooth out any scratchiness, things that maybe didn't get fully blended. I feel like this might be a little bit dark, so we're gonna go over those lines as well. So yeah, we're just kind of putting the finishing touches on the water. Oh no, we're good. Yeah, I'm excited to finish it. I'm excited to finish it. And like I said, then if you want to have a say in what we do next, as soon as we're done with this page, we're going to do a flip through, a short little flip through of the book, and we're going to pick what our next page is. It's not going to be as big as this one. We're going to choose one of the smaller pages, because what I'd like to do, since we have 4 days left, I want to do like one that takes 2 days and another one that takes 2 days. So by the time we're done, we'll have like 3 of them. Okay. Now, what do I want to add to the water? I want to add a little bit more red in the background, but not as dark as the Tuscan red. I want to smooth that out a little bit. So let's do pink rose, actually. Does it say? Yeah, this is pink rose. Oh, awesome. Oh, the pumpkin house. No, that one will take a few days. That one will take a few days. All right, so pink rose. I might do the pumpkin house like on my own time, but we'll see. There's a lot of pumpkin houses going around. I may save that one. All right, so we're doing some of this pink rose here, okay? Just because it's kind of the surface where the background of the vase is at. I think we'll probably use the white to tone down some of this Tuscan red because it is a little bit brighter than I intended. So let's grab our white. Do I have? Yeah, that's the white. Oh no, that's cool gray. Hang on, and grab our white Prismacolors unless, oh no, I've got one right here. Right? Well, I mean, it's perfect timing. It's Halloween. Okay. So now we're going to do, you know, Halloween / fall. We'll do a little bit of white here. Just want to smooth it out just a bit. Okay. So what I want to do also is I want to bring in just a slight variation on this. So we're going to grab light green. Is it? No, that's true green. I want light green. There we go, light green, 920, okay? And we're gonna bring in some of this green in the water. Not entirely like everywhere, but just like in sections. Okay, so we're gonna bring this over. And this is gonna go through here. And it's just gonna help make it so that our color flow like isn't too flat, you know. And actually this is really bright for you guys. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. There we go. So just a little bit of variation in the water. We're gonna do some over here. It's subtle, but it works. I think once I take, because it always seems a little washed out on camera when we do it live. So when I take a picture of it when we're all done, I think you guys will be able to see a little bit better how it works. And you know, how it looks. How successful we were. Okay, let's do some green down here. Because even in like in the ocean and the rivers, there's always like a little bit of green, right? I mean, it's nothing like, we're not making this hyper realistic, right? Just kind of having fun with it. Okay. Let's get some indigo, which I know I have on one of my teeny tiny pencils here. I think it's this one. Ah, yes. Itty bitty indigo. Almost have your choice of which one to do. Yes, exactly. Right, Deborah? I love it so much. Yeah, current of the water flowing. Exactly. Okay, sweep that away. Now we're going to take our indigo. Like I said, once you have all the colors on here, it's a lot easier to kind of look at everything as a whole and find out like, okay, this is where I want this to stand out, or we're going to make this slight difference, or whatever else, you know? You know what might be really cool? So you know, like when you go to a public pool and you see like the reflections of the water on the walls, it'd be really neat to see somebody like do that in this area, like up above. I think we're also going to add some black as well that kind of consistently goes from the top to here. So let's get our black. Okay, that's not black. That's what happens when I'm looking at chat and grabbing pencils. Okay. So we're going to grab our black, and I want to bring it down across both the water and the back of the vase. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so we're going to do that on this side as well. Okay. Got some of our Halloween music playing. Okay, going to bring it down this side. Now, if you were doing glass, you might do the opposite. Of course, it depends on if the glass is behind the crack or in front of it, but you could do like a light white glow kind of around the edge. Okay, we'll probably grab some dark umber there on these leaves rather than the black, but we're just extending it a little bit. Okay. So a little bit of black all the way up here. I feel like doing the black consistently around the edge kind of brings the whole thing together as an image as a whole. Still foreground and background, but it just gives that little bit of pop that you need. Yeah, well, Steve and the kids are home today, so the office door is shut, and she has three other humans to choose between. But yes, yesterday she was just like, yeah, no, we're not doing this. I need some attention, Mom. Very much so. Okay. Go. All right, now let's grab our dark umber. Marilyn. Oh my gosh, little Steve needs a haircut, but he is going through a phase where he just wants it long. I keep asking him, like, sure you don't want to get a haircut today, bud? He's like, nope. And I'm like, okay. Eventually it's going to get too long and it will probably bother him, and then he'll finally let me go take him for a haircut. Or maybe maybe he'll do it if Daddy goes to take him for a haircut. I don't know, but it's getting long. He's determined to keep it long for as long as possible, though. Okay, a little bit of dark umber here. Let's see, let's get a little bit more black up on top. Okay, And then we'll be ready to do our fish. I'll zoom out for a second so we can all kind of look at it and I'll be able to visualize. I'm still really leaning towards some purple in the fish for sure. Like purple is the main color, but as far as the accent colors are concerned. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but toot toot, this is looking awesome. Okay, so we're definitely going to do some purple. Purple and maybe some light green. Light green could work. Well, let's start with purple and see where it goes. Okay, so we're definitely going to grab some, let's see, dioxazine purple hue, violet, and amethyst. Oh, thank you. Okay, so dioxazine purple hue. It's a nice dark one. Okay, so dioxazine purple hue is number 132. Okay, then we're going to grab violet, exclamation point violet, 932, which is another one of our teeny tiny pencils. Aw, thank you, Sharon. Thanks, Michelle. Ooh, yeah, maybe some reds or maybe like a magenta. Yeah, okay, we're going to start with the purple. We're going to start with the purple. Okay, and then what was the other one? Amethyst. Amethyst was the other one, which is number 1104. There we go. Okay, so let's get these sharpened so it's a nice fine point, okay? I am excited to get this photographed. I think it's going to look really cool when it's done. All right, so we're going to do everything, just a quick little sharpen. I am so glad we chose this one as our first page, like so excited. All right, so we also need to consider our light source. So complementary color of purple is yellow. Now we're not going to go full yellow, but I do think we should bring in some goldenrod. So let's do, let's see, let's look at our chart. Add a table. Nope, I'm not going to do a background. I think I'm going to leave it as is. Hi, Catherine, how are you? Okay, so let's see. We're going to do violet and then, not goldenrod. I take it back. I think we'll bring in some jasmine. Okay, so jasmine and let's see. I think a little bit of peacock green, which I think we have out already. Peacock green is number 907. Let's see, that's 105. 105 is nice also, but no, I think we'll do 107. There we go, peacock green. All right, so let's see. Then if we do peacock green, let's do peacock green. Let's do true green, which is this one, okay? And I think we will bring in some red. Let's do pomegranate. Pomegranate. So like the green and the red are going to be accent colors, and it will be primarily purple. So pomegranate is number 195. Is this it? That's 10. Let's see, raspberry. We could do raspberry, but okay, 195 pomegranate. I'm just going to keep raspberry out just in case. Okay, so pomegranate, and then let's do not processed red. Could do magenta, but no, maybe let's do pink. Let's do pink. I think pink will work. Okay, you know what we need to do? We need to put this stuff in pencil sets because we're picking out our colors and we won't need to grab any others and it's getting in the way. And then we'll find our pink while we're doing this. Actually, it's pink. That's hot pink. I could have swore that we've used pink so far. Is it still in the case? Oh no, wait, here it is. Ha, it was on the other side. Okay. So hang on. We're going to put these pencils in its spot real quick before we dive into this fish because it's getting a little bit crowded. See, Renee? I'm cleaning up. I mean, let's be honest, I'm not going to put them back in their spots. Not anytime currently. But, you know, we're going to leave the black out because we keep using that. And leave the umber out as well. But I keep shoving everything over, and that's usually a sign for me that I need to put some stuff away real quick. So, hang on. I don't know if you guys can see it. Here. There you go. We're putting them away in here real quick. Okay. Lighten it just a bit. Okay, we're going to leave the blender out. This one's going to go here because the fish is the last thing, and then this page is done. So, hang tight here. Okay. We'll leave the white out. I'm going to leave the cream out too, just in case. Okay. That one. This one. Just hang on, we're almost done. The chaos was getting to me. I was running out of space on the desk. Let's see, we'll leave out the pale sage, or yeah, the pale sage. Okay. Okay. All right. We're good. Out of the way, out of the way. Okay, so we are going to start with the dioxazine purple hue. Let's see. I think I want to do a slightly lighter purple face. So we'll do just a little bit. We're going to zoom in first. What's the pencil holder? This pencil holder is 3D printed by Renee's husband. Renee, are you still selling the pencil holders? I can't remember. But if you type in !Renee, that should take you to the info that you need for it, because I believe you can purchase them through her Ko-fi. So yeah, !Renee in chat. This was a lovely gift from Evelyn. So yeah, !Renee on her Ko-fi. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, it's got her. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, you can't see it. I should like fill it in with paint or something. Okay. There it is. Perfect. Oh, I still have YouTube. I need to update your links to Ko-fi because I think that's where you had it before, where it would just link to your YouTube, right? Either way, I think you have your Ko-fi link like linked with your channel, right? Okay, so we're doing the dioxazine purple hue. Okay, and then let's see, we're going to do it on this one as well, but this will be slightly darker because it won't be like all the exact variation of it. I'm going to wait to put anything up here because I wanted to do like a slight reflection on the top. So, okay, this one's going to be purple. This one, let's see, do we want to do... yeah, we'll do this. This one's gonna be the dioxazine. We're gonna have a slight shadow under the fin. And actually, we're gonna have like a slight reflection on the fish here as well. So let's see, then this, get it? Like I said, we're just doing the dioxazine purple hue right now. Let's do this one purple. Okay, and then we'll have a slight reflection. And then this one's gonna be purple. Oh, wait, forgot to do the section for the reflection. Where did I moved all my cups, and so now I'm like, wait a minute. Because I thought I had my eraser in one of them. Well, crud, I don't know where I put it. Hang on. Like, I have two of them. This should not be difficult. Let's see, where's my eraser drawer? Well, I guess I'll use this one. It's not my favorite to use, but the other one got probably put in the wrong cup. And I know, if I just put my stuff away, I wouldn't lose it, but yeah, well, I've got two of those AFMAT erasers, which I love, because with the Derwent one, you have to press too hard. All right, so that one, and then this one, and then the tail. The tail will be the purple one. And then this one will be purple as well. And this top part will be purple. This part will be a different color, probably green is what I'm leaning towards. There we go. This part is going to be purple. Okay. And this one's going to be purple. Okay. Then that one. Okay. All right, there we go. We're getting it. We're getting it out. Oh, it goes too fast. No, that's fair. After times 2, 3 different pencil erasers, my mono zero. I do have a mono zero somewhere. I wonder, because I've got a drawer here for, oh yeah, there it is. Of course, there's an eraser in my, or sharpener. Oh, look, and polymer clay. Clearly, I'm organized. I do have the mono eraser. I keep that on hand. Because that one's not electric, but it does do tiny spots, which is nice. Okay, so now let's do just a smidge more of this dioxazine purple hue here. Just a bit, because we're, like I said, we're working with the reflections of the fish as well. Right? It's perfect. Okay, so now we're going to do violet. I'm going to go over the dioxazine purple hue just a bit. Okay. Do more here. And then this is all, like I said, this is all going to get much darker, just like we did on everything else. We're going to build up our layers. Okay. So we're doing the violet. This is the last piece of the page, guys. As soon as the fish is done, that's it. The page is done. How are we doing on time? 12:11. We started at 9:30, so in about 20 minutes or so, we'll have been going for 3 hours. That's really not too bad. Like I said, thankfully, I did not have, oddly enough, anything planned for this afternoon. So I was like, well, we could just go until we finish it, and then we can start something new tomorrow. And then, like I said, if you want to have a say in what we do next as far as the picture, we're going to do a quick flip through after we're done with this and pick our page for tomorrow. Okay, so now let's grab the amethyst. Thanks, Joyce. Color on the go sometimes? Yeah, same. She says she's shifting it just a little bit. All right, amethyst. I mean, really, you can go live at any time, I promise. I just feel bad because I'm overlapping a little bit. Okay, amethyst. Very light. So we want to make sure we get those reflections in. Okay. There, a little bit there. I'm leaving that kind of lighter area at the top so we can add our kind of light reflection. Maybe actually instead of yellow, we should do a little bit of blue as like a reflection from the water. That would be kind of cool. Okay, then we'll do this fin. Fill that in a bit. Yeah, actually I think blue would look really nice. So maybe, let's actually grab our non-photo blue. Aw, thanks Sharon. Let's see. Is this the non-photo blue? Yes, non-photo blue. So actually, I think we're going to do that instead of the yellow for the light. Because I think that would kind of indicate it's getting the reflection from the water. Yeah, a little bit. I want to see the purple, pretty purple fishy, right? I know, I'm excited to see it done. I feel like the purple's really going to pop. Okay, so we're going to do non-photo blue. It was definitely one of those things where I needed to wait until we had all the other colors to kind of make a final decision of what I wanted to, you know, do for the colors. Okay, a little bit there. Some non-photo blue there. And actually, we're going to continue it. If it's going to be a reflection from the water, it's all going to be blue up on here. So we're going to continue that all the way across. It's not just going to be for the purple areas. Okay, I'm going to have some blue here. we go. And we'll do some blue on the tops of these. And this one, because I imagine this is like two different fins. And we'll do a little bit there. Okay, oh, top of this fin too. There we go. Yeah, I like having the blue for the reflection. Aw, thank you, Britt. Okay, so now we're gonna pick out the green spots. So let's start with the peacock green. Okay. And then the green will be some of the bigger areas. Oh, that didn't sharpen all the way. And then we'll have the red one as the accent. But I think having the purple is really going to make it pop. And again, this will be much darker by the time we're done with it, just like everything else. Okay, so peacock green. Okay. And then we're going to have some of it here. Okay. Let's see. This one's going to be green. And this one, I'm not pressing real hard yet. Okay, this one, a little bit of a shadow there. Okay, then here, and here. Let's see, we'll do red on that one. We're gonna do green here. Probably do red on that one. We're gonna do, yeah, we'll do the red on that one. And then we're gonna do the peacock green here. Okay. And here. And then these things, I don't want to do alternating. We'll probably do them all one color. We'll probably do the red on these as well. Okay. All right, now let's grab the, let's see, the pomegranate. Thank you. Get this nice sharp point here. Yeah, because we'll probably use some black on this fish as well to keep up with the contrast levels of the others. All right, pomegranate. We're still going to have that kind of blue reflection on it. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's got a little eyebrow. We're gonna do green or purple for that little eyebrow. I don't think red would work with it. Actually, we could do a darker purple and then do green for the eye. Okay, so now we're gonna do here. Okay. Make sure we're leaving the spot for that blue. This one's gonna have pomegranate. And that one. Let's see, that's green. This one's pomegranate. Okay, and then this one. Kind of looks like he's got a hand there, doesn't it? Okay, so now that we've got the colors figured out, now we're going to go in and we are going to darken them. So we're going to get the dioxazine purple hue again. Okay, and we are going to be a little, not super heavy-handed, but we're definitely going to press a little bit harder getting these colors in. Okay. Leave a little bit of lightness there so we can add the lightness of the color. Let's see. We'll just do all the dioxazine purple hue and then we'll go back through with the other ones. Okay, this one. Sorry, I feel like I'm in the home stretch, so if I get quiet, it's because I'm in focus mode now. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you know, in a good way. Okay, we could do a little bit of extra dioxazine purple hue where these lines are. Okay. Welcome back, Christine. Okay, then here. I mean, the fish isn't that big, so I don't think it's going to take us that long. It's just a matter of getting everything lined up how it needs to be. Okay. Let's do a little bit there. These little lines, gonna keep them defined. Okay, next we're gonna go in with the violet. Turning violet, violet. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go in with the amethyst, and then we'll go back and add the violet where we need it to be. Because I think once we use the initial blender on this, it's gonna show where we need to kind of mix things together a little bit better. That's the dioxazine purple hue. Okay, so amethyst. I totally just kind of chucked that pencil. I didn't mean to. I'm getting in the zone. Sorry, pencil. I'm sorry. Okay, so amethyst. There. Okay, we're gonna fill in the rest of this and this, because it's not like you're replacing the blue with the purple. It's just the blue kind of overlays the purple. Okay. All right, let's grab our true green. There you go, violet, you're turning violet, violet. True green is gonna go here. It's sometimes easier to go dark to lightest color, then you can add in your mid color wherever you need to kind of connect it, but you're careful not to lose your highlights. Let's see. Oh no, that was blue there, okay. Let's see, these need to be green. Okay, this needs to be green. Okay, then we're gonna do the pink. Everywhere else that didn't get filled in for the pomegranate is gonna be the pink. Oh, what was this one gonna be? I think this was meant to be the reddish one. So we're gonna do pomegranate and pink. Okay. There we go. Okay, it's all filled in. So now we're gonna do our blender. We're gonna give it a quick sharpen here. Thanks, Christine. Like I said, it doesn't pop quite as much now, but when we get our shadows on here, it's gonna be so much more. All right, so take a mental picture of how light it is now. Now we're gonna use the blender. Okay. And you can already see just how darker that is. How darker? How much more dark? And it looks rough now. She looks like she got beat up, but trust the process. Or he. Sorry, he. It's Gilbert with 2 L's. Okay. There we go. Just smoothing it all out, and then we'll do our additional layers. We got so much more to do. And I know when you're doing all of them, like you might like smear the colors into the other one, but I'm not totally worried about that because we're going to be adding a lot more colors. Right, Joyce? It's Gilbert. I always just think of Anna Green Gables when I think of Gilbert. Okay. Let's see. Come down. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go in and we're going to kind of level things out where they need to be. We're actually going to start with the black because I want to get these shadows in. So we're going to do a nice dark black all the way across the bottom here. Okay. We want to get that darkest color in. And this is what's really going to help it to pop afterwards. Okay, so same thing here. And in fact, this fin will probably end up being a little bit darker than this one because it's on top. Thanks, Wilcox. That color chart, my arm keeps hitting it. Okay, so we're gonna do the black. Okay, let's see, we're gonna use it on this one as well. Okay. There we go. Let's see, gonna do a little bit on here. Definitely gonna do some black under the fin. Okay, but also on the fin. All right, and then we're gonna do not as much here, but we are gonna do some. Kind of more in the corners. Let's see. Okay, that's good enough for now. Now we're gonna get the dioxazine purple hue. Okay, and we're gonna go in, and this is what's gonna help to smooth out the darkest colors of the, you know, green and the pomegranate and the purple is what's gonna help to kind of transition with the black. Like, we're definitely not going for a pastel color theme for this one by any means. But it should make this nice and vibrant. Okay. Definitely one of those trust the process kind of deals. Oh, Gilda. Oh, yes, Gilda. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. Okay. So, dioxazine purple hue. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do some here. Okay, then we're gonna come in with the amethyst, and then we'll go back in with the violet. I know, Renee, I know it. No pastel, like, woof, who even am I? All right, we're doing the amethyst. Pressing quite a bit harder than we did the first time around now. And we'll also, if we want, we can also add some highlights to the fish with some white paint, if we decide that's the direction we want to go in. And the reason I'm not doing violet yet is because we have such small areas. I want to make sure that there is a clear difference between the light and dark colors before we add any more mid colors. Too many mid colors and it may just not have that contrast that we want. I don't know if my head is in the frame or not, but I apologize if it is. I'm getting in concentrate mode. Aw, thank you, Blue. Thanks, Steve.
Hi, Chad.
Okay. All right, so now we're gonna do the non-photo blue. I wanna make sure that that pops a little bit. But we're also going to use the amethyst again to make sure that that is smoothed out. And if you feel like your fish is too dark, you can always go over it with some white and lighten it just a bit. And then specifically add your shadows so that it doesn't get too muddy. Okay. All right, now we're going to go in with our peacock green. Yeah, we're not even really using our mid colors at all, but it kind of makes sense because it's such a small fish. Then when we get everything where we want it to be, then that's when we'll kind of take a step back and be like, okay, where do I want to make improvements kind of thing? Where do I feel like this could benefit from additional colors? Oh, I forgot to do that fin when we were doing the purples. My bad. We'll go back to it here in just a bit. Nothing? You saw nothing? Exclamation point snap. Okay. Now we're going to get a little bit of that true green. I'm going to go down here. There we go. All right, we're going to grab our pale sage. Exactly. There's no snappage here. All right, so we're going to do the pale sage. Okay. And then we're going to fix this fin because I did not finish the fin. I'm going to go over this with the amethyst. Okay, let's get our non-photo blue again. And I think I will use a little bit of white on this. Okay, so now we're gonna do our magenta. Right? Yeah, it takes some practice sometimes when you're kind of trying to figure out what works for you and what you just like, dislike, that kind of thing. We are almost done, chat. After we're done coloring the fish, it'll just be some highlights and such. Any other little tidbits that we want? I'm using the pomegranate right now. Okay, now we're going to use pink. Well, and Prismacolors are just so soft, you know? Ooh, nice, Christine. All right, so let's see. Is amethyst what we still want to keep using with that? Yeah. So this I want to lighten just a touch. There we go. What do we got? Oh, the muffin charm. Nice, butterflies. Congrats. Yeah, I'm hoping to finally get caught up on the squares this weekend. Okay, just gonna use the amethyst to kind of smooth out the rest of this. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm gonna break out the white a little bit, make sure we're not getting any color transfer. Okay. And we're just gonna lighten this just a little bit more. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll probably just make sure that we've got our contrast still by the time we're done with this. Okay. Some of the spots I felt were, they just ended up being just a touch too dark. So the white is perfect for that. Just lighten it just a touch. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do the true green for the eye. There we go, a little bit of the peacock green. I don't think I could use them in Johanna. The Prismacolors? Oh gosh, like the Prismacolors were the first one I ever used. Let's do a little bit of black here. There you go, that's better. Okay, let's see. We're gonna use the true green here. Oh no, actually, we're gonna grab peacock green. So I don't wanna lose these lines. Okay, then we're gonna use the true green. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's grab our sky blue light. We're gonna lighten that blue just a bit. Okay. All the way through here. Okay. Let's see. So I'm looking at it on stream and then like looking at here because oh yeah, it popped up. It popped up. Well, if she was redeeming it, she might not have had the stream open when it redeemed. But yes, I did see that. Okay. So thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to get caught up with the charms this weekend. Okay, let's grab our dioxazine purple hue, a little bit there. Okay. Is there anything else I want to change about the fish? Let's use a little bit more of the blue on the black line. Just lighten it up just a skosh. Okay. A little bit of the peacock green. Okay. see. Let's grab pale sage. Just a little bit, reinforce some of these green highlights. Okay, let's use the sky blue light here. Okay, am I happy with that? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Mangy Steve. As long as you're not talking about my Steve, it might be a little mangy, I don't know. Okay, so I have this little handy dandy jar of water. Look, we're gonna zoom out. Oh, it's so cool. We have this handy dandy jar of water, handy dandy white paint, and we're gonna get a handy dandy paintbrush and handy dandy rag. Everything's handy dandy this morning. Or afternoon now, I guess. It's not morning anymore, it's afternoon. Okay, oh, thank you. All right, but now, now, we are going to work on a few highlights and then it'll be done. Sounds good, Mona? Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so we're gonna get our, Christy, toot toot, right? Toot my horn. All right, so we've got some water. We are, you'd think, actually the kids haven't watched it in ages. I think they've kind of grown out of it. Okay, so I have this little container that I stole from one of the diamond paintings that I filled with the permanent white gouache, the Winsor & Newton. I'm going to use the lid to kind of dab my paint if I need to, but it's here. We got the water and we are going to add some highlights. Thank you so much, Mona. Okay, let's go ahead and lighten that just a touch. There we go. All right, so we're going to get our water here and our white. Okay. Bring it over so you guys can see it in a second. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. All right, so for our whites, we're going to start with the bubbles first. Okay. And they're so small, I am just going to do white altogether. I think that I'm going to not worry about doing any like color variation on them. So we are just going to do white. And you are welcome to use Posca marker, paint pen, whatever you like to use for your highlights. Me personally, I like to use the gouache. I've been painting so much more recently. I feel like I have just better control of a paintbrush, which is saying something considering how much my hands shake. Oh my gosh. So I'm used to doing my own makeup, right? And my hands have trained how to do it. But I did little Emily's face makeup for her costume yesterday. And it's just like, gosh, the moment I do it like in an opposite direction on someone else's face other than my own, like my hands are all over the place. You know, doing my own makeup, it's practically like muscle memory, you know? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a look. I don't actually have Discord up right now, but I'll take a look. Truth be told, if there's something that you need to get in touch with me with, if I were to list it in most likeliness that I'll see it, it will probably be Instagram, then email, then Facebook, then Discord. Honestly, probably. It's like things that I see more frequently. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit of highlights on the little fish's body here. So let's do here. But yeah, I will take a look now that I know after stream and I'll see what it is. There you go, little fishy. Okay, let's see, let's do a little bit here. Your lines will probably be straighter than mine. Okay, can get a little bit there, there, and there. Do I like that? Is it flattening it? I don't know. We're making it work. Okay. And we'll do just a little bit there. Okay. I don't really like these ones. Can I? Yeah, we'll change these ones. Nice thing about gouache on top of Prismacolor, you can just scrape it off with your nail. Just a little bit there. Yeah, and maybe we'll get rid of this one too. Like I said, it's really actually kind of nice to be able to see it on the stream, because it's like the equivalent of like sort of stepping away to look at it, you know? Let's see, there. Definitely some on the face. Maybe? Yeah, that works. I was afraid for a second I did too much. Let's do just a little bit on the mouth. Nope, don't like that. Don't like that. Gouache is pretty forgiving. I need to fix that line. I say as it makes a funky move. Hang on. Yoink. There we go. That's better. Okay. Do I like all those lines? No. We're going to get rid of this middle one and this one. There we go. That's better. Sometimes it's too many, you know? There we go. Okay. Are there any other highlights? Catherine? Awesome. No, that's fair. That's fair. I think you're right. Yeah. Okay. Let's zoom out just a little bit. I don't think we need to add highlights anywhere else. I think it's just the fish, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. Did we finish it? I think we might have finished it. What do we think? Is it done? I know we were live for 3 hours, 15 minutes, I think. But that's 4 streams. Probably really, if we had stayed on time, it definitely would have been 5 streams. But I think it's done. I think it's done. Aw, thanks everyone. I'm just so pleased we got it done. Like, this was record time on stream, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's done. Absolutely. Yay! I'm so excited. All right. Well, it is 12:42. Renee is going to be live after me here. So exclamation point Renee will take you to her channel. Guess when we're going to be live again? Tomorrow morning. All right. So tomorrow morning at 9:30. Oh, wait. Before we go, we need to figure out what we're doing tomorrow, right? Yeah. Okay. So keeping in mind that we're doing gouache, it is not going to be a Pades. Shadesy and lighty. I call it gouache, love it, grown. Right? Yeah, I'm loving how that turned out. So we're not going to do a big one. Think of like a section area. So like we could do something like this, but let me make sure. Yeah, that gouache dries so fast. It's all good to go. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. So these little ones, I'd say if we're doing it on stream, we could probably get it done in about 20-25 minutes, but we can save the little ones for a little bit later. We could do like a medium one, right? So we could do one of these because these are slightly bigger and we could do a lot of fun with these for gouache. And especially if you're following along, these slightly larger ones like this one, honestly would be the one that we would do because I think that would be easiest. So we could do that one. Or, let's see. We could do one of these. These are slightly larger. We could do another dragon. We could totally do a dragon. No worries. Oh, have fun painting. We'll be painting too. Yeah, we can definitely do a mini dragon. I'll keep my finger there. Let's see. Let's see. No. We could definitely do a castle. We could do that one too. See, I like these. These are small victories, but they're not like super, super small. Could do a snail. The bird was nice. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, if we're wanting to do a medium one, let's choose, That could be a small one. All right, so let's choose between one of these. Where'd the dragons go? Where did the dragons go? Oh, thought I disconnected, but nope, just a Creative Cloud update. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think we should choose between the dragons or one of these. Mini dragon. Okay, so I think if we do one of these, it'll be the mushroom house. So let's do a quick poll, okay? Let's do a quick poll and let's vote, okay? Which one? Question mark. We're gonna do medium, mushroom, or a mini dragon. Dragons! Okay, do it. Yay, butterflies, that's so exciting. Okay, do a quick vote. So it'll either be this mushroom or one of the dragons. If we do a dragon, we can vote on which dragon when we come back tomorrow. Dragon! Oh gosh, yeah, dragon is going nuts. Poor mushroom. Okay, I think it's safe to say we'll do the dragon. That's pretty clear cut. Yeah, okay. Dragon definitely wins. Do we want to just vote on it now? Okay, let's vote on it now. Do we want to do the balloon, the crown, or the basket? That's how we'll define them, okay? So now we're going to do another quick one. Okay, so dragon. We want to do balloon. Oh my gosh, I said balloon. Balloon, crown. Oh, I can't type. Balloon, crown, or basket. Okay, balloon, crown, or basket. Crown, because it's a vamp. Oh, it does have the tiny little fangs. Missed the pulse one. It's okay. Honestly, the dragon pretty much won by a landslide. It wasn't up very long. Oh, 4 does look like a trick-or-treater. It's got the little apples. It's adorable. All is good. Just do all of them. All of them. Okay. All right. Basket looks like it's winning pretty good. We'll let it go for just a little bit longer. We'll wait till 25 votes, okay? 23. Okay. 2 more votes. 2 more votes and we'll end it. 24. 26. All right. Basket wins. Basket wins. The balloon was going back up. We can. Balloon got second place. So we'll do 1 dragon. And if we have time, we'll do the balloon dragon also. But we're going to be doing gouache. Okay. So what we'll be using tomorrow will, we might actually use the Arteza gouache because it's got more colors and we won't have to spend as much time mixing colors. So yeah. We'll do the basket dragon tomorrow and we'll see how far we get. Who knows, if we really like it, maybe day 2, we can do the other dragon. Basket full of Reese's. I like it. Or like Reese's Pieces. I mean, because it's a dragon. This could be huge. Of course, there's a butterfly. So maybe the butterfly is huge too. All right, everyone. Basket dragon it is tomorrow. For now, this one is finished and I absolutely love it. Thank you all for being here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. So, oh, and butterflies, I got your redemption. We're all good there. Okay, everyone. Keep being awesome. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.